Hello everybody, welcome in, happy holidays to everyone. I hope you're all looking forward to today's sector. We're going to be flying in the Citation Jet 525 from Bournemouth in the south of England to the East Midlands Airport, Echo Golf November X-Ray, and then off and onwards finally to the Isle of Man with Ronaldsway Airport, one of my favourites. And as you can see here out on the ramp in November 525 Kilo Mike, so we may as well get some pre-flights done and remove some of these things from the aircraft. The engine covers have already been removed for us. We have some of the cargo bay doors open, just in case of getting rid of the chocks and the pitos. We can secure the baggage compartment. Actually no, we'll wait till we load up. Really hope you're doing well, everybody. I am so glad to be back on these short hops. Today we have about an hour to from Bournemouth to the East Midlands, and then probably an hour to the Isle of Man, so maybe about 2 hours hopefully in total. Not too long at all. Let's just go down here, let's check our hydraulic reservoir. It's looking pretty good. There's no interaction here. Oh, there's something popping up. That might be something in the actual plane though. I would like to see. Maybe it is the plane on the other side of the aircraft. Let's get the battery connected in the old Citation. The tail's looking very, very good as well. I want to say very good. I actually mean flight worthy. We're in a flight worthy aircraft today, and it's suitable to be going as so I've been told by the mechanics. We've given it a 1-over. Just before we depart here at Bournemouth, which is a really big airport for mostly GA, but actually you do get some private jets, and it wouldn't be unlikely to see one parked here out on the ramp. So anyway, let's go get the battery. I forgot about that. It's in this back compartment like most Cessnas, and if it's not connected, it'll be connectable. I can't really show you from outside, but I'll go in. It'll be connectable like this. You just lift it up and push it in place. And obviously the animation does it for us. So, do we want to follow the checklist today? Well, I guess we could, but I kind of already know what it is anyway. So, it's very basic. Checklist, it doesn't include everything. We're just going to give the plane an inspection anyway, because that's what you're meant to do. We know it's clear, it looks pretty much brand new. Hopping in the plane. Hopping in the plane. Obviously, because we've got the cream interior still. Some things do look a little bit different on the overhead. This thing here is slightly lighter, I think, than the last one. We have our guests on board. We were expecting 6 people. That includes 2 pilots. So, obviously, there's sort of a cabin attendant, but they don't model the cabin attendant, which I would have liked to have had on board. Anyway, going back to the rear of the aircraft, so everything back here looks secure. Again, we've got the open toilet with no closable door. which is going to be uncomfortable for people. Nice toilet roll. You would actually get this checked out before the people got on board, guys. Anyway, let's hop in. Let's remove the thing. I am going to hop back out of the aircraft and get some more things done, and we'll remove the sticker on the side. Pre-departure. So I'm going to bring up the chart, guys. We might as well look at it. Usually we do your pre-flight briefing before entering the aircraft, and you talk through the flight, and then when you get into it, of course, you do your aircraft things, you do the startup procedures. But yeah, most people would look through the flight plans and weather conditions before they go. It's actually thunderstorms today. I don't know if you can see it. It's raining and the clouds looking very strange, but it is in fact thunderstorms, so it's going to be very rough weather in the air, guys. Let's see if we can cope with it. Anyway, Echo Golf Hotel to Echo Golf November X-ray. As you can see there, Bournemouth to the East Midlands. It's the 17th of December 2025. We're so close to Christmas. Let's hope this is a good Christmas gift. Yeah, so we're looking for about 688. Take off fuel. Trip fuel 273. Let's go again, weigh up balance open, and again we can't do it in pounds unfortunately, so we'll just guess. But 6 people on board, so we got somebody in the jump seat, so everything is actually already full up, and then we just need fuel on board. So if anybody knows how to like translate these from kilos into pounds, that would be fantastic to know that information. By the way, guys, I will be doing a bit different today. We're keeping the sound pretty loud for you, and I will be using the in-cockpit headset to lower the noise, just as it did on the other flight in the Piper Arrow 3, which actually was a great success. So, Blockful 779, what I'm going to do is I'm going to times that by 2, and that's what I'm going to do for the amount we need in pounds. I don't know if that's the actual conversion or not, but that's what I'm going to do. So we take that and put £1,400 in the tanks. So we've actually got enough in at the moment. We've got 800 in each, which is, you know, £1,600 in total. Let's hope that's about enough. I can't imagine we haven't got enough on board. Anyway, going across, so our weight and balance. Again, we can check this. If it was in kg, it'd be so much easier, guys. I encourage Talksim to listen to the purchasers and customers and really change their system, because yeah, in this day and age, you certainly would expect dual metric systems, metric and the pounds, of course. Anyway, pack 650 kg. We got 77 cargo in the nose and 308 in the rear. Let's just assume that. Let's reduce that actually to 250. About there, and then that gives us about £300 just about of cargo, which I'm just going to assume is 150 kg. I don't actually know the conversion. As you can see there, we're slightly nose heavy, but we're still within the limit of the aircraft. Anyway, I think that's about it. I just wanted to check the departure briefing. So we got EGHH. Wind is not too bad actually, considering we've got thunderstorms outside. Nothing there on the V2V speeds. There's a few V speeds there, but again, nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't say that's accurate. Let's put it that way. So 96, 107 for V2. Let's see how accurate that it actually is. There's a few runways here. There's 2 runways, so a few different takeoff options. Of course, it is wet conditions today, and wind is relatively calm, but I'm going to say it's a little bit on the bumpy side. Anyway, it's really interesting, and this aircraft wasn't as popular as the, you know, the Piper Arrow 3, or even the just any other aircraft. There's a few aircraft that people just don't like seeing, and again, if you don't like seeing this, I can do less of it on the channel, that's no problem. So anyway, let's get a few things on. Let's get down here to our little instrument panel. Let's get our batteries on, and we probably will connect, depending on if there's ADC, we may need to get clearance, and could connect our GPU. So, what are we in today? We're in Golf. No, we're in November 525 Kilo Mike. It's literally right in front of me. In a Citation 525. Citation jet, not to be confused with the CJ1. I fired my flight plan as the wrong call sign, everybody. How embarrassing is that? Give me a sec. Go on the old system here and get my ICAO code changed. I don't know how to do it on this most of the time. I think for the sake of keeping it simple, we'll just keep the mistake in there. It's actually 5 for some reason I've put 524 Kilo Mike. I have no idea why. No idea. 524 Kilo Mike. Okay, that'll do. One little mistake there on the number. Anyway, batteries on. We got the positive charge there, so above 25, about 26 DC. I'll keep the generators on. Navigation would come on, I think it's for nighttime operations, but you know, we're on the ground and it's not nighttime, so let's just leave them off for the sake of it today. Get rid of that Yoke set. Might as well stick this on. It is going to be dark weather in the air, so I expect we're going to need the lighting. Floodlights, that don't make a difference, I don't think. Fuel quantity. So, we've done it in pounds. Let's see what it comes up on here. It's obviously in pounds for the aircraft as well. And the aircraft has EGNS today, which we'll be putting our flight plan into. Anyway, we need to get started up, logged on. There is no ATC at the moment, which is kind of not a surprise. I mean, we are getting to the end of the year, guys. It is the holiday, so I don't think there'll be many people on this time of year. It's an enunciation test to get the avionics on. The battery temp or landing gear. Battery temp doesn't really have any alerts coming up for it. There's nothing on there. You have the few things up here, but they're already illuminated. Landing gear warning. The fire warning does have a warning on there, but the only one that seems to have one of these master caution lights is the overspeed, which is again something you would probably expect there to be, but also for, you know, other things. I know fire is going to be illuminating these, but surely a master warning sign should illuminate as well. Anyway, let's tune into the Honeycomb 122 decimal 8 universal frequency on this network, and I think in real life as well to some extent. And we'll squawk a random squawk code. I don't know what we could put in. We can't go squawk in the VFR. Do we need our backup one? Well, we'll keep it on standby just in case. Let's go for a 1202. And our flight plan can be filed after we start the engine. Since there's going to be no ATC, we may as well get the engine started pretty quickly. So I'm going to help back out the airplane, everybody, and just secure the aircraft basically for takeoff. And as you can see, when I did my review, I did talk about the sound effects here. The sound effects in the review didn't play for these things, but now, as you can hear, they are in fact making a sound. So again, there's that little bug there with the sounds being inconsistent and not playing at certain times. They're playing absolutely fine now, so if you go back and you watch that review and you think, why is there no sounds? Well, now you'll know, guys, it's it's because it was glitching out. Cool, so everybody's on board. We got 5 people in the back here. Somebody's sat here, but they're invisible. If it just secure properly, you might want to check the seal. There's a few graphical errors there which I didn't notice before. A bit of overlay on the textures. The same as up there actually. Let's do the lock. And let's see if that helps. So no, there's still that little gap up there, so it's not actually entirely seal proof. There's a big glaring error there, guys. The door is generally not sealed properly. It doesn't look very sealed. So, although it looks fantastic, the actual seal work on it has been done pretty poorly. Yeah, so you don't notice stuff, and then when you spend more time in the aircraft, you realise that it is really, really overpriced for the quality for what you get anyway. So we're going to turn the control locks off. The parking brake is already set. Let's get our beacon lights on. Emergency light. Let's get the thing back on. We'll start the engines. All the air conditioning packs are off. I think we're going up to probably 23,000 again. Oh no, we're only going up to 17, and then it wants us to drop down to 16,000 by silver. Get number 1 engine starts on the right hand side. And you can't see those startups on the engine, you can't see any fire or the ignition. You can't see the heat, which I was expecting. I've also been monitoring them. Apparently you can, but I have not seen them at all. Anyway, engine's starting well. Let's settle down now. We got the number 2 engine to come online. So I just put that on the sound thing. So what happens when you put the sound, the headphones on, guys, is that the sound just gets muted, which is not realistic at all. You should be able to hear the sound of the aircraft through the headset. You should adjust the background sound, but I don't think that's realistic. Realistically, when you put the headset on, you wouldn't mute. You wouldn't even reduce the sound. It would just be a constant sound, but it would be quieter. So I guess we have full sound, or we have about there, which is alright for me, but whether you guys can hear it, I don't know. Hopefully you can. Again, if you've got any issues now or on the catch-up, I must say, people who want me to do translation on stream, I'm afraid I can't do one. I use YouTube, so YouTube doesn't have a live translation service. However, the video probably will have translations post-production, so yeah. Anyway, avionics on, the AC inverters are coming online. Let's change this to FMS and get our UNS down here program. This gives us a little bit more time, just let the engines warm up a little bit, and make sure they're at the appropriate temperatures. We're very, very low down here on the ITT, and the oil pressure is alright, but it's on the low side as well. Oil temperature is good as well, but again, we need it just a little bit higher for departure. Ideally, anyway, in the ideal world, just do your damn test, so that's good. Autopilot won't engage on the ground, that's brilliant. And if this doesn't start up, guys, you know, and it's been maybe a couple of minutes, You might want to switch to the AC inverter 2, and that might work. Anyway, I'm going to set the altitude 17,000 feet. As I say, we have about an hour's flight. So it's still not loading up, in which case then maybe we need to do something there, maybe add a bit more. Generators are always giving me a low amount. Let's just increase the throttle. That'll increase the... should increase the amount of DCM. So there we go. It came on an AC inverter 2, but not number 1 today, which was different. Welcome in. Yes, this is the Tucson 525 jet. Do you have this plane? If you do, let me know what you think of it. 17,800 feet on the pressurization. We'll do the GA mode for takeoff. Let's get our flight plan filed when the UNS is loaded. A warning here for the thing. And of course, we've got the Q&H before we depart. 1015, pretty close to standard pressure. There's no SIDS on this procedure. There will be a star coming into the East Midlands as expected. It's a major airport, and Bournemouth is more of a GA aviation, but it does have, of course, probably Cirrus jets in real life as well. Right, there we go. So let's initialize our positions. Let's go with the flight plan. Again, we can do the fuel calculations. We can do some things on there with the weight and balance, but we'd have to use the iOS in order to do it. But I guess we could do that. So 75. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add, assume we're going to 75 on each, which it seems to be, and we're fully loaded with 6 people. So in that case, we'll just put. So it's coming up with 133 on the weight. I think this is in pounds. Again, it's complicated because it says kg, and then down here it actually has it in pounds. I believe that's in pounds. You know what? Let's just skip that. It's going to be a little bit too complicated, isn't it? Okay, so we go to pick a Golf with the X-ray, and in the meantime we need to do our departures. So it just says north. I'm assuming north isn't a waypoint, and we're going directly to the SAM DME, which would be possible. Let's get rid of that a sec. So SAM DME. In this case, the VOR navigation, and it even gives you the frequency, so that's very, very handy. In that case, let's tune it into navigation 1. So 11335. 11335. Should be able to follow that. There we go. So we got a little bit of activation now on the navigation. Brilliant. We're sort of within range of it. It's kind of picking up on it. Anyway, directly to Q41. These may be entered automatically. Yeah, so we can't do the airways. We have to do the waypoints. Directly to Silver, all familiar waypoints down here in the south of England as we work our way up north. Direct to Delta Tango Yankee. And of course, Delta Tango Yankee is the arrival, so in that case we go into the menu option, click arrive, and as you can see there we've got Echo Golf November X-ray, runway number 27. We just don't put 27 guys, put the number that it's next to, so in this case it has a set of numbers, press the number you want and it will come up. So in this case we need the Delta Tango Yankee 1 Echo. So in this case we press 5 rather than entering the entire star and sit into the system, and that seems to work. Anyway, it would probably be a localized, although we have got the option there for an NDB approach. ILS Delta, runway 27 as a preliminary. We don't actually know what the approach will be. If we go onto the charts up here, onto the airports, we can actually check to get a more precise transition. Got a few here, so quite a lot of arrivals for the East Midlands airport. You've got the Pole 1 Echo there, I've said this before, but you will spend, especially if you're new, you spend time getting used to these charts and just learning to take your time with it really, and not rushing. There's no rush. And of course, like me, you might not be able to see the procedures properly on the charts. This is not the one we want, but it's not coming up there anyway. Let's go on to the approach, runway 27. RLS Zulu, we kind of want the RLS Delta, but it's not popping up. There's not much information there about the transitions, so it's effectively DME, excuse me, NDB, EME. Let's put EME in the arrival. Okay guys, that's us programmed in. We're going to get going now to the East Midlands Airport. Please welcome in. Taxi lights coming on. The area around the aircraft's clear. Let's get the air conditioning on for the packs. Make sure our temperature select is on hot, not automatic. And I'm going to keep the defog and things on nice and low for departure as well. In terms of the window heat, let's keep that on low, and then if we have a rain build up, if it starts raining, we can get it sorted. So for departure from the airport, we have runway 26, runway 26. Go ahead and set our course. As you can see there guys, we're going to depart in the opposite way to where we need to go, in which case we'll get in the air and do a U-turn. We're going to continue right up to 17,000 feet. Let's go. I have got the microphone headset numbing the volume down, but if it's too low or too high still, let me know. Could do with a chart for the airport as well, but I'm going to use X-Plane's map. It's perfectly suitable. So as you can see here, parking out of some sort of jet parking spaces to Bournemouth Airport. Runway 26, so we've got a long taxiway there guys. Might as well go Mike, November, and we're going to need the full length, so Mike and November. Connected to the network, there is no ATC available at the moment. Bournemouth traffic, November 525, Kilo Mike, taxiing runway 26 via Mike, November and Echo. That's incorrect, I think that might be November there as well, but we'll see when we get there. Mike, November, and I'm assuming November as well. And of course there's the rain, that's why we need the window heat on everybody. Keep it bouncing off of the screen. And kick some of that window air on, keep it warm. GA planes over there. And don't forget, guys, the channel will continue when the new year comes, which is great. I've been enjoying it. There's been a lot of newcomers, so thank you so much to all the newcomers and the returning viewers. There will be plenty of hopefully new aircraft in the new year, and I'm fingers crossed that Just Flight are going to change their mind about keeping their Learjet 45 exclusive to Microsoft. So if Learjet is if they're listening at all, Just Flight, your Learjet is highly sought after on X-Plane 12 as well, and any other developer as well. Please try and consider developing planes for this simulator, because we know that Microsoft has a bigger market, but actually there's still a pretty big market base on X-Plane 12 that want planes too. As you can see, Flight Factor sold well, you know, and they had a fantastic model. Look at this, guys, sort of beautiful airfield. I absolutely love flying through these places and taxiing through them, because you get to see all the old hangars. Look at that, got some World War II hangars. You get to see all the GA aircraft just parked up. You get to see the maintenance facilities. And Bournemouth, aside from being a gigantic airport, you know, it handles such a variety of traffic. So you're probably always guaranteed to see something special here. I mean, look at that, we've got a Piaggio. Whatever you say it. Just such amazing aircraft. By the way, X-Plane 12, if you're listening, please consider bringing this aircraft to your simulator. Consider implementing it as a flyable model. I think that'd be brilliant. Anyway, here's our turning. We're going to take November down, continue to runway 26. Yeah, so rough weather, some thunderstorms, but it is settling down a little bit. By the time we got to 17,000 feet, we'll probably be out with the majority of it. We're going to go with flaps on takeoff approach today, which is pretty much normal for the aircraft. They were supposed to leave them in the takeoff approach position, but we'll do it and we'll get going. Runway 26. Let's hold short. We're going to do some pre-departures checks. I'm sitting pretty close, far back on the seat today, guys. I think I've feel like too far back, but then again, it is a small cockpit, so and they have that for some reason. I think TalkSim should definitely have made this a collision object, made it a solid object. I don't like the fact you can pass through it. It's very distracting from the actual simulator experience. Anyway, we're going to squawk, we're on standby. Let's go for altitude mode. We've got navigation 1 on there. We could select that to FMS, we could select it to nav. We're going to leave it on nav today. Landing lights, let's do nav and wing anti-collision lights. Navigation, because we're going to be going through possibly into the dark. It is going dark very early in the UK. We're going to go for our ignition on when we're going to depart. Flaps set to take off. Flaps are indeed set. You can also check out the window, guys. You don't have to cheat like I do. You just simply look outside. You want to check the ailerons. Let's put it in the right direction. You might want to do that before you taxi, though. Up on the left and down on the left as well, and the right side. Okay, so we go for ignitions on for takeoff. You can put the fuel pumps on if you want. We're going to stick our pitot heats on. I'll keep the windshield there low, but I'm tempted to put it on high because we get through that stormy weather. Weather radar again should be implemented soon if the devs. They just need to get on with it, because X-Plane 12 has done it, and there are plenty more people who have already implemented the weather radar into their aircraft, so it's obviously not that difficult. Alright, I think we're ready to go. For some reason we've got our engine sync on. Need that to be off for takeoff. The speed brakes are retracted. Parking brake is released. So going direct to the SAM VOR. Bournemouth traffic, November 525 Kilo Mike, departing runway 26 to the SAM VOR. And for some reason our frequency's changed on there, that should be 1228. I'll do that again. Bournemouth traffic, November 525 Kilo Mike, departing runway 26 direct to the SAM VOR. Flight controls are free and correct. Got those nice and checked out. First leg of the day, guys. The first hop. On a wet runway, we're really going to take into account the conditions. We're not really got any performance charts to deal with this in the aircraft, so we don't really know, you know, what the thrust settings should be. We have got to take off the performance calculator up here, so we've got performance. So it is right, the flight plan actually did have the correct V2 speeds of 107, which was pretty much accurate, perfect. But in terms of the aircraft being given like charts and things, you don't know. There's other factors to be taken into account which haven't been put into the simulation. So we're going to go for a 96% on the fan. Parking brake released. Thrust is about set, we're a little bit under. Speed is live, 60 knots. V1 rotate. So ready climb, V2, gear coming up. And there's that crosswind, guys, so it is pretty strong today. Yep, blowing all over the place. So now departing turn there to the SAM. We'll continue climbing 70,000 feet. Flaps up. After takeoff checklist, yaw damper coming on, ignition back to normal, landing lights off. There's the coast, guys. We're going to do that U-turn. It's pointing in the wrong direction, I think, for the SAM. We should have looked on the map. For the SAM, DME, VOR, whatever it is. Just can we get rid of these clouds? Let's get rid of that. There's the Southampton VOR, so that is tuned into the radios. Unfortunately, the arrow's pointing in the wrong direction for it. Maybe it isn't actually, that's just my brain getting confused. It's now pointing in the right direction. Anyway, let's select navigation as the source and we'll turn towards it. Beautiful, beautiful skies over the south of England today. Look at that. Wow. We'll keep our thrust where it is. We'll continue climbing to 17,000 feet. Pressurization is good. We're now increasing pressure, hopefully in the cabin any time soon. Okay, let's go vertical speed mode and autopilot. Autopilot is active. We should be now following the VOR to Southampton, at which point we'll do that northerly turn up to Silver and we'll continue direct to East Midlands Airport. Of course, you can see this down here. This will probably be following the VOR as well. So we turn it. Let's see if it gets aligned. Yep. So that's also following the Southampton VOR. Another way to do it is to simply follow the green arrow. So I thought we were following it and it's an older aircraft, which means in order to get established on it, it may go a little bit off course and then recorrect itself. Hey, sound is reduced. Hopefully you can still hear me while still hearing the aeroplane a little bit. Going to pass through some clouds, so we're going to turn our strobe lights off. Remember, give me a call out here for the traffic. Remember, and again it keeps switching comms. I think I'm pressing the key down here. Yes, for some reason I got that sign to a quick key. November 525 kilometre Bournemouth traffic, climbing through flight level 7004 Cool everybody, so sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Hopefully the autopilot can handle it from here. We're climbing about 2,000 feet a minute and we will level off when we get to our flight level. As you can see there, cabin differential is good. The pressure is climbing inside and outside as well. Go ahead and turn these off now, clear the things. We've got other traffic in the area above and below us, so we've got to be super cautious. No TCAS. There is TCAS, but there's no then again, there isn't TCAS. What am I talking about? There's no alerts for other planes in this, as far as I'm aware. There's our route, so you can see it on here if we want to. We can use this as a reference. Personally, it's up to you what you use. If you use that, you can't see the navigation one arrow, so it's a little bit more difficult. You can see that I'm increasing the thrust. Now we're higher up, it's safe to do so. I'm going to put the turbine sync on. Message down here in the UNS. The database has expired. I think that's pretty normal for most people, unless they have a Navigraph incorporated at the same time. Anyway, we've got distance down here, so we're about 13 nautical miles. When we get to maybe 2-3 nautical miles, we do that left-hand turn up north. Let's go ahead and set standard pressure as well. There's a SAM, and then I think for Silver, I can't remember if there's a VOR for it or not. Either way, we'll let the FMS plan be followed, and we'll follow that. So say Silver's up there. Again, it could be on the map here. Got Compton there, and nothing else really in the area. And also, one thing I've noticed, guys, with the aircraft is we should have this power setting. We should have considerably more DC amps going through our engines, from our engines to our batteries and our generators. I.e., our generators should be producing more DC amps than that. But that seems to be another bug in the aircraft, the same as the sound on the nose cargo hold. I'm going to be about 6, maybe 7 nautical miles when we do the left-hand turn. Let's keep that on 12.5 miles. Right, -1 outside, everybody. All the anti-ice is coming on, so wing engine anti-ice. I'm going to do a cross flow as well, tail automatic, wing cross flow, and we'll keep the windshield bleed down low at the moment. We probably don't need that on high unless it rains. That's kind of like the anti-ice for the windshield in this aircraft. They don't actually have any anti-ice built into it, so there's no heating elements. It all comes out of these fans at the front, blowing hot air onto the windshield, and that's literally how it works. Quite old, I know, it's very old. Oh, no, we're going to die, we've got no oxygen left. I wonder when that run out, we've run out of oxygen. Oh well, we can do some magic, and we can just refill our oxygen like that, guys. So there we go. And you can even charge your main battery, look at that. A bit unrealistic they've been done in the air, but I think still pretty good. Again, the DC, that should be higher. We've got the generators on. Ah, there we go, jumped up a little bit. It may be the wind, it may be something else that's affecting it. We have got the anti-ice on now, so hopefully it should warm things up. Yes, you would expect over 100 on each. There's no checklist or procedures for this in this airplane. You have to find it online if there's any issues. $17,000 feet. Let's go ahead and reduce our thrust. Again, they don't give. There's just so many things Torxim could have done with this aeroplane, like the performance. They could have given us the performance and the settings for, you know, takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, landing, but they didn't. They didn't give us this, so we don't really know what the settings should be on the power setting. We don't really know what systems we should or shouldn't have on at this altitude. It is going dark as well, guys. Let's get that cockpit light on. Doesn't make a single difference. Yeah, we just have to deal with the darkness, I guess, unless we use these ones at the back. A little bit better, but leave it like that. But yeah, Torxim should have provided, you know, power settings and other things like that for the flight. We're going to cruise it. We're leaving at 78. And we'll just let our speed settle down where it is about 220, which is not too bad. Looks like we've been followed by a King Air, possibly. Seatbelt signs are coming off.
Refreshments provided. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable, don't hesitate to let us
know. Not the best day for flying, is it? It just seemed a little bit dim today. I don't know what it is with the lights, but even with full lights on, it's very, very dark in here still. Yeah, they're not really illuminating the plane as you would hope. Maybe we found more problems, guys. I mean, all of these are on and they're not revealing too much in the planes. It's like we might as well keep them off. So it's literally doing nothing. We'll turn those off and then we'll just leave the middle ones on. Toilet lights. I don't know if I showed you this. but that does in fact flush. Really, really cool little feature at the back. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy behind, I don't know if he didn't depart from where we were, but he may be going to the same place. Who knows, he's going along the same airway as us. You'll probably find him online as well if you go on the radar. No, he's going up to Birmingham. So the guy behind is quite a professional simulation flyer. He clearly has thousands of hours. Brilliant. He's at 17,000 feet as well. Going to Birmingham from Guernsey. What a brilliant airport, by the way, Guernsey. So yeah, he's in an AT-76. I thought he was in a Beechcraft King Air, probably one of the better turboprops. I think today, guys, we might actually skip the ATC. It's not that we're deliberately trying to, it's that there's literally none online. Plus, if you look over at England at the moment, it's just constant storm and thunderstorm weather. It's really, really bad. It's purple, it's blue, and it's green. So we're not quite in the severe zone just yet, but it is pretty bad. It's mostly cold fronts, mostly icy conditions. As you can see outside now, it's practically ice and snow out there. Even the anti-ice is coming on. So as you can see, it's de-icing when there's an ice build-up. That's clear proof if you ever get that that there's icing conditions. Anyway, let's increase our speed because it's slowing down a little bit much. Slowing down too much actually. What's going on? 18 knot crosswind. Leave it about there. Let's see if we're going to get our speed back up. As long as we're staying above 220, that should be fine. Anyway, landing speed, so VREF was 107 for takeoff, about 106 for landing, about the same, and then decision height would be 200 feet. That'd be for the radial altimeter as well. We'll get the ILS of the charts. So you can go in here, you can go on airport. You can get the frequency, so 109.35. And we're tuned to the course of the runway 268. As you can see there, V-lock navigation, and it does in fact say 2 on it. So 268 will come down at it says 3,000 feet, going to do the NDB. So obviously flow down at 3,000 feet to the NDB, and then you descend to 2,000 for the ILS glide slope. We'll probably be down at 2,000 feet by that point. Excuse me. Maximum 210 for the approach. This is the ILS, isn't it? Yeah, the ILS Steamy NDB Zulu 1827. And in the event of a go around, we'll go straight back up to 2,000 feet. So from overhead, you may not below 3,000. Fly outbound on the NDB. And of course, the EME then would descend down, not below 2,000 down. Base turn left to intercept the localizer. That'll be this side, guys. Once established in the localizer, descend on the glide path from the flat to decision height. Lowest altitude to commence procedure is from 3,000 feet. Again, if there's ATC, we'll probably stick to it to the T, but because there's no ATC, as I say, we'll probably just come straight in. We have got EME programmed in as the transition. Anyway, I'm going to get a drink, guys. I'm going up dry here. I'm drying up from all the stormy weather. Seatbelt relaxed. The speed is in fact built up a little bit better now, so let's go ahead and reduce our thrust and hopefully maintain just maintain what we're at without losing speed. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Anyway, back guys, just step back in the cockpit. The toilet at the back is lovely, by the way. Anyway, we've gone through some severe weather here. Thankfully the wind is pretty calm though. I have to keep using this map here to get the wind. It would be nice if the aircraft could give me information as well. I'm pretty sure it should say the wind somewhere in here. It gives us the outside air temperatures. Where is it? There it is, -3, so it's not too bad on the temperature either. But on the wind you would expect it to be down here, and it should say, you know, it would be pointing in the right direction, but I guess it's just an old plane, it doesn't have a wind sensor on it. Then again, it probably does. It probably just wasn't modelled, was it, for $84. We can all make fun of this product now because it's overpriced, but in reality it's a quite cruel world we live in when we have to gamble with our money, and even when we pay a lot of money, which is what people seem to think you need to do to get a good quality product, you end up with products which don't actually provide that much in the first place. So their argument goes straight out the window, isn't it? I hope everyone's having a brilliant year. We've got going on in there in our legs. So Veleg is going back and forth. I have no idea why these waypoints are in there. Actually, let's go ahead and move that. Should have gone to Veleg. I don't even think Veleg is in our flight plan, so we could technically go from the DTY. I know it's part of the approach, but it doesn't make sense to do a crisscross like that. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a brilliant year. The new one's going to bring so many new aeroplanes, and like I said before, I want more devs to do more planes for X-Plane 12, so let me know in the comments. Leave comments on the videos and the streams rather than in the stream, because that way the developers don't have to watch the entire stream to read the comments, they can just read them afterwards. But they definitely do check YouTube, guys, because these are where people play with the products publicly and we give our opinions of them. But I really would like just flights the Jet 45 to be considered for X-Plane 12, and of course maybe Carinado can consider converting their You know, they just did a Beechcraft one for Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. They just converted one of the Royal aircraft to the game. So maybe they can consider converting it to X-Plane 12 as well. And I'm sure plenty of people would buy it because we need more private jets. We do need more private jets on the game and in the simulator. I think that's our point of descent, everybody. We're almost at the airport. We are on the arrival at the moment, so we may as well go down to 3,000 feet. Let's do our descent checklist soon. So 3,000 feet. And we'll use the flight level change, but not the flight level change at the vertical speed, because there's no flight level change in the plane. Just thrust a little bit. Activate vertical speed, and we'll descend about 1,200 feet per minute. Set the pressurization to the altitude we're going to. In this case, we're already descending in the cabin anyway, so this should slow down the descent. 6,000 or 7,000 PS pressurized inside, and then you should see the outside differential pressure there. We appreciate cooperation here in Grantham CPT Corporate Charter. It's really, it's not handy to use FMSM here, it's not easy to see it. I'm just trying to see where we are in relation to the airport. Are we going to do a U-turn at the NDB back to the airport as the approach tells us to, or are we going to go straight down? Because it's saying the EME is there, so are we going to go to the EME and do a U-turn? And then come back down to 2,000 feet. Well, then again, that is the NDB, isn't it? So let's tune that in. 353. So we can get it. Just about. And we are in fact picking up the ADF there. And our localizer should be locking on when we get closer, so 10935 is tuned in. We know we've got to be down at 2,000 feet. Of course, guys, the London South ATC comes online, and I've actually said to contact them, so Let's go ahead and do that. I think we're outside of their territory now anyway, guys, but they were just in the south. 605 on there, isn't it?
Yeah, Alpha. We're type 737-800. We've got
we're still in their zone, I guess.
And we're precise on to...
Sort of, we've gone out of it now.
EGNX 105, London, thank you. Cleared Amsterdam, it's a SAPCO 1 November runway 27, squawk 0753. Yeah, they're cleared to Amsterdam as filed on the SAPCO 1 November and squawking 0753. Correct, break Tom Jet, Preston Thompson, 69 Mike Echo, climb flight level 310 to be level by Kilo, Oscar Kilo. Climb flight level 310 to level by Cock, Thompson 69 Mike Echo. Say it. Whoa! Griffin 15 Zulu, monitor 1228, bye bye.
It's all going off on the network today.
And Griffin 1 Foxtrot Golf, contact Gatwick Tower 124.230, bye bye. 124.230, Griffin 1 Foxtrot Golf, bye. Controller region for Griffin 200. Virgin 454, thank you. You can contact Manchester radar, frequency 118.580, bye bye. 118.580, thank you, sir. One Express 24 Juliet, climb flight level 300. Climb flight level 300, do you want me to level by Conan? Negative, you can ignore that restriction now. Ignore restriction, One Express 24 Juliet. Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha, descend now flight level 300, redirect Elvos. Descend now flight level 300, Elvos, Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha. Spirit Concorde 3, monitor 122.8, bye bye. 168 for the rest, Concorde 3, thank you. Spirit 91 Charlie, direct Meadog.
I don't think we can get alcohol.
Meadog, Spirit 91 Charlie.
London's busy. Very busy.
Spirit 9 for November.
Where's our airport, guys? Are we even going to be able to do this in time? We've got traffic on the taxi right now.
902 November, A-firm, monitor 122.8, bye-bye. Advisory, bye-bye. K11416, route direct Conan.
We're going to be super slow, guys, because we've got 210 maximum restriction here, plus we're almost on the approach.
Mike, Inspectors 15, your number 1, there's no delay. Fly present heading, descend flight level 100. Present heading, flight level 100, A9, A Bravo Mike.
Number 524 Kilo Mike descending through to 3,000 feet, current level flight, level 100.
524 Kilo Mike, thank you, it's ILS runway 27, no delay. You've got about, if you go for a straight in, you've got about 21 miles there, is that sufficient for you?
That's absolutely fine for ILS runway 27, November Kilo Mike.
November Kilo Mike, roger, flight heading 015, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the East Midlands QNH 1008.
Heading 015 down to 4,000 feet and QNH 1008, November Kilo Mike. Brilliant. Nice and quick there, guys. So we're heading, manual headed now.
Thompson 69 Mike Echo, have a good day, bye-bye. Rod Express 24 Juliet, monitor 122.8, bye-bye. 1228, bye-bye, thank you for service, Rod Express 4 Juliet.
Ending of 015 and down to 4,000 feet.
370, direct keypad. Tonic 67 Yankee, hello to you. Route direct to Bug Up for the Bug Up
right,
1
not left,
and Bournemouth. Direct Bug Up 1 Sierra for Bournemouth, Charlie 67 Yankee, thanks. And 67
right.
Yankee, just got Unicom traffic through the north sector at 370.
The heading mode isn't
Are you
working.
happy to descend 350? Excellent, we'll do that for you, sir. Thank you. Good rate through flight level 360, please.
That's stupid, isn't it?
The 195, thanks for your patience. Runway 27, you are clear takeoff.
Aircraft's going left rather than right.
Clear takeoff, runway 27, Channel 195.
Heading mode is on.
Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha, descend flight level 1, pressure flight level 200, level by Elvos.
We're almost there then as well, but
descend flight level 200, level by Elvos, Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha. A-line 8 Bravo Mike, fly heading 325, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, the Birmingham QNH 1009. Heading 325, descend 4,000 feet on 10.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen a plane do.
1009.
Honestly. Almost practically heading in that direction. It goes all the way around.
Lufthansa 282, hello, direct Coxie, Kilo Oscar Kilo.
Direct Coxie, Kilo Oscar Kilo, Lufthansa 282.
Air France 356 to London, hello, route direct to Tenso and Squawk 7553.
7553 on the box and direct.
This aircraft has more problems.
Roger that, mate.
QNH is 1008.
And Bavarian 114, descend when ready, flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Bavarian 114.
November Kilo Mike, you can fly heading now 005.
005 November Kilo Mike.
Airbus 231, route direct Hemob.
Direct Hemob,
Bloody planes going crazy.
7002 Papa, you can expect descent in around 13 miles. Easy 38 Juliet Alpha, climb flight level 370.
Flight level 370, easy 38 Juliet Alpha.
Who's giving us vectors anyway?
Before passing altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
This is the guy that knows what he's doing at London ATC. We have got ATC for the airport as well.
Copy that, 150.
I'm pretty sure we gave that call back to him. I keep switching frequencies by pressing the wrong button. God, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Anyway, the plane did a stupid U-turn there. Should never do that, guys. But we'll tune the ATIS information for when we land, and hopefully they'll still be online. Although it's pretty busy, pretty bumpy at the moment. 210 maximum. We may as well get our anti-ice. I don't know. It's 10 degrees. We'll get our anti-ice off, or we'll keep the keys hose and windshield heat on. Oh my god. I'm tuning everything in the wrong frequency. Oh no. No.
Walk for me, 7553.
Let's do flaps to approach. They're about 4,000 feet. We're struggling through these clouds.
Going 25 Kilo, London, hello, it's a Logan to Hotel for Heathrow, route direct Sabre, descend when you're ready, flight level 250.
9.8 nautical miles to the localizer, guys. No, less.
Easy 38 Juliet Alpha, turn left by 10 degrees.
Left by 10 degrees, 38 Juliet Alpha.
November 24 Kilo Mike, just to confirm you're cleared altitude 2,000 feet and make a left turn for me now, heading 240 degrees, you're cleared ILS 27.
Left 240 degrees down to 2,000 feet. We didn't receive your transmission, unfortunately. The radio cut out. November to Kilo Mike.
Roger, break A-line 8 Bravo Mike, you've got approximately 16 track miles, turn right heading 025 base leg.
Let's go down, guys.
025 base leg, A-line 8 Bravo Mike.
7002 Papa, descend now, flight level 280.
Descend flight level 280.
Bavarian 114, descend now, flight level 220.
Flight level 220, Bavarian 114.
Sorry, I've got a couple there. Easy 190 Foxtrot, hello to you. It's a Rinnis 1 November for runway 25 at Luton, route direct Idacy.
Zero visibility.
For the ILS one.
Category 3 approach.
Idacy, India Delta Echo Sierra India.
And direct to Idacy. Easy 190.
Channel 195, redirect Sivda.
Someone has to say it, guys. Some of these DMEs are absolutely insane.
Channel 195, direct Sivda.
Sorry, direct
There's terrain. Let's go ahead and put approach mode on.
8 Bravo Mike, further right 060 degrees, descend 2,000 feet.
Should be intercepting the glide slope when we get
right, and down 2,000 feet, 8 Bravo Mike.
Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha, make the speed 270 knots. Speed 270 knots, Eurowings 27
Okay,
Alpha.
pre-landing checklist.
Speed
Engine
290
sync
knots
off.
or greater.
Let's go for ignition onto
290
continuous.
knots, Bavarian 114.
Airbus
Good afternoon, Steamer 983, flight level 380, Logan to Hotel.
Steamer 983 London, thank you. Break, Airbus 231, monitor 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, Airbus 231, bye-bye.
Ryanair 160 Alpha, flight present heading. Easy 38 Juliet Alpha, on the present heading, flying flight level 370.
On present heading 370, Easy 38 Juliet Alpha.
Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha, route direct Dane.
Keeping an eye on the wind, guys. We got zero visibility here.
Let's say again, redirect Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha. 15 Juliet Alpha, direct Dane. Direct Dane, Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha.
We haven't even got radar on the train.
Mike, right heading 175, clear ILS 15.
175, clear ILS at 15, and above 1.
Easy 38 Juliet Alpha, left by 5 degrees.
Left by 5 degrees, Easy 38 Juliet Alpha.
Eurowings 125 kilo, descend flight level 160, level by Sabre.
160.
We got 5 nautical miles till landing, guys. So
route direct Logan.
landing gears coming down, flaps to landing.
November 524 kilo, Mike, confirm established. November 524 kilo, Mike, confirm established.
November 524 kilo Mike, apologies, we're zero visibility at the moment. We're just about established. We have zero visibility.
Okay, at the moment you're indicating 1 mile north of the localizer for runway 27.
Are we to proceed, November kilo Mike?
5 kilo Mike, roger. You are cleared ILS, just to confirm, and the QNH check for Eastmids 1008.
Leave the ILS runway 27, QNH 1008, November kilo Mike.
Channel 76 Yankee, descend flight level 150.
Right, the approach is on, guys, as
6 Yankee.
armed, but we got zero visibility, so I'm going to take control. The aircraft seems to be
A-line, A-Bravo, Mike, I'm going to have to come a bit further right.
doing some stupid things today in terms of its flying.
Hey brother Mike, no worries, you can come further right heading 180 degrees and you can now descend to altitude 1,500 feet
I'm
further
going to
glide.
stall as well.
Roger, 180 degrees down to 1,500, hopefully established before the runway, thanks. A-Bravo, Mike.
You will do, you should establish about 5 miles.
This is awful weather.
Actually, that looks like 7 miles on track. Great.
The aircraft's trimmed us stupidly,
Eurowings
and
15 Juliet Alpha, descend flight level 180, make the speed 290 knots
been
or greater.
flying awfully.
Descend flight level 180 and speed 290 knots or greater. Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha. 702 Papa, turn right heading 355, descend flight level 240. 355, descend flight level 240, 702 Papa. Channel X195, climb flight level 350, direct Redford.
Climb flight level 350, direct Redford, Channel X195.
And 7002 Papa, reduce the speed now 250 knots. Back 250 knots, 7002 Papa. November Kilo Mike, if you're happy to continue runway 27, you are cleared to land, winds 190 degrees, 18 knots.
I'm going to give it a go, and there's zero of us if they maybe go around November kilo Mike.
Roger, no worries.
I think, guys, we'll give it a go. We'll try and do it. We'll go around.
Speed to Manchester 118.580, bye-bye. Speed to Manchester 118.580, Eurowings 15 Juliet Alpha here.
I can see terrain. I can't
The
see
wind is
is
180 degrees,
got this.
12 knots, runway 15, you are cleared to land and you can taxi standard choice.
You're the
Runway
prof.
15, clear to land on thanks, A-Line 8, Bravo, Mike.
We are way off
Channel
course.
7, correction 67 Yankee, direct Newbury.
Direct Newbury, 67 Yankee.
Ryanair 160 Alpha, route direct to
Wind is
Hemel.
brutal. 17 knots.
Route direct to Hemel by Ryanair 160 Alpha.
Would be a go around, but
160 Alpha, monitor 122.8, bye-bye.
246 still starting to go.
we're determined.
Over to you, Unicom for Ryanair 160 Alpha, see you.
Lufthansa 461 London, hello, say again, passing altitude, climb now, flight level 180.
Climbing now, flight level 8. and we're passing now 3,600.
Roger, just to confirm the cleared level's 180.
180 for Lufthansa 461 correction.
And Bavarian 114 to send flight level 180.
Flight level 180, Bavarian 114.
702 Papa, further right 010 degrees.
Right, 010, 702
There we go, we're down, guys, so we did just do it in time.
19 Delta Foxtrot, roger, descend when you're ready, flight level 200, route direct off Jez.
We're ready, flight level 200, route direct off this.
We're beyond our maximum
Bavarian
crosswind tolerance.
114, speed 270 knots, and report back to Manchester radar, 118.580, bye-bye.
Please ease off.
my speed now is 250, Bavarian 114.
Roger, the speed should be 270 knots, please, and Manchester radar 118580.
270 knots, Manchester radar 118.580, Bavarian 114. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bye-bye. Break, Lufthansa 461, you can route direct Conan.
Rowan 777, request pushback.
Well, understand the direct Conan from Lufthansa 461.
And Emirates 9905, hello, push and start is approved, the stance to QNH 1013.
There's our
Push
plane.
and start approved, QNH 1013.
Look at that approach.
Emirates 9905.
Easy 24 London,
That's
hello,
awful.
climb now, flight level 150, report your passing altitude.
We just about did that in time, and blimey.
Easy 19 Delta Fox, descend flight level
Oh, man.
140.
Anyway, we'll get parking, and we'll have to continue our next sector. I'm going to make sure the aircraft's
Easy
prepared.
19 Delta Foxtrot, descend flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140.
It handled really badly on approach. Thank you, Travel Buff. The approach wasn't too bad when we got closer, but as you can see from the flight path, we were well off.
Hearing 70 Juliet, thank you, climb now, flight level 100.
18 knots is beyond the limit, I think, for the aircraft.
100 during 70 Juliet.
Anyway, well, where can we park here?
122. So take it after your plans.
It's just really strange. I had the approach mode pressed, but it was
Okay, I've got a couple of people
trimming
stepping
up for
over
some
each other
reason.
there. The Sierra Victor, Saudi 112, was that?
Saudi 122, we are at 6,000 feet, dead to Gulf departure from here.
Saudi 112, thanks, climb now, flight level 120.
Climb flight level 120, Saudi 122.
Sun Air 02 Papa, thanks for your help. You can resume our navigation direct Keegan, descend flight level 200.
Direct Keegan, flight level 200.
It's maintenance. I'm just thinking straight ahead,
descend flight level
or
110.
East Apron.
Descend flight level 110, Channel 67 Yankee.
Via
Hearing
Alpha
70
Uniform.
Juliet, your present heading.
Present heading during 70 Juliet.
KLM 416, monitor 1228,
We are
bye-bye.
going to watch that replay because
1228, Ghana 416, bye bye.
I'm just sorry the aircraft messed up so
Center
badly.
79 Yankee, flight level 340.
Flight 79 Yankee, London, hello. Solisto 1 Charlie for runway 27 at City, you can route direct TISX.
List 1 Charlie arrival, runway 27 and City redirect. Was it Tango India X-ray for flight 79 Yankee?
Hey, firm.
Speedbird 983 ready for descent.
Spirit 983, thanks. Descend flight level 250, level Logan, and make the speed on conversion 280 knots or greater.
250 level Logan 280 or greater, Speedbird 983.
Spirit 903, London, hello. It's a Logan 2 Hotel for Heathrow. Your speed 280 knots exactly.
Reducing 280 and Logan 2 Hotel, Speedbird 923.
London Control, good afternoon, Noble 407, and for 1, make departure 4,000 feet, landing 6,000.
Thank you, call you back. Break easy 38 Juliet Alpha, O navigation, Zamab.
Oh, navigation, Zamab, easy 38 Alpha.
November Bravo Oscar 407, London, hello. Climb now, flight level 80.
Climb now, flight level 80, Noble 407.
Lufthansa 461, climb flight level 290, level by Conan.
Climbing 290, level by Conan, Lufthansa 461.
Control, good evening, KLM 693, level 260. KLM 693 London, hello, for Logan to Hotel for Heathrow, squawk 0172, speed 250 knots.
250 knots and squawk 0172, KLM 693.
November 525 Kilo Mike clear runway 27.
52 Kilo Mike, thank you, taxi down a choice, good day.
Alright guys, well I think we're going to be back on with ATC soon because we're going for our next sector, aren't we? So since we're going to be flying runway 27.
122.8, thanks for your help today.
I'm going to go to the end, but let's go down here guys, let's go in this parking space.
Saudi 112, route direct Dover, climb flight level 180.
Transponder's coming off.
Direct to Dover.
Takes the lights off.
180, Eurowings 25 kilo, descend flight level 80, level by Lambourne.
QNH 1008, acknowledge receipt of information Bravo and advance.
As I say guys, we are going to continue, but I'm going to talk about that landing a bit more, probably going to moan a
This
little
is
bit
East
more.
Midlands Airport, information Bravo and time 1420.
260 knots or greater for the climb.
260 knots greater, you said 4 hours.
Eurowing 70 Juliet, your speed 260 knots or less, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, 260 knots or less, Eurowing 70 Juliet.
Itaro 55 London.
Itaro 255 London control, descend to flight level 6,000 feet, inbound, mid.
Technically we could have gone diagonal.
Thank you, can climb now, flight level 170.
We're going to go here instead.
170.
Not official space, but it will do. Call ourselves
Bravo
Central
Oscar
8.
407, fly your present heading, climb flight level 100.
Flight level 100 present, heading Norbert 407.
Eurowings 25 kilo, contact Heathrow Director 119.730, bye-bye.
119.730 on Heathrow Director, Eurowings 6 kilo, bye-bye.
KLM 693, just slight delay vectors just to crossing traffic, the traffic on the same arrival as you ahead, so fly heading 290 degrees.
290 degrees, KLM 693.
And just to confirm your 250 knots on your speed.
Affirm.
Okay, so we've got 903, if you can make your speed 300 knots or greater.
300, okay, let's leave it now.
Let's turn those off guys, we're going to do a shut down the engines for the brake. So yeah, what happened was we came in for landing, we could just do a full shutdown. We know we got a warm engine though for when we need to get going again. And we'll leave the nav lights on with the GPU connected. Yeah, so get the beacons off. Everything else there is off, we got the generators off. The battery's coming off as well. Leave the night lights on as well when we get going. Yeah, so control lock for parking. Basically, the circle before landing threw things off, and when we came down at 2,000 feet, we did have the approach arm armed, and the aircraft wanted to pitch up and climb for some reason, so it shouldn't have been climbing when we should have been descending down the glide path. As I showed you there, though, our glide path was all over. We did miss the turn because of the ATC. We didn't get the radio call because we missed it on the wrong frequency, but we got it in the end. And then when we came in, as you can see, this is me flying the aircraft, basically recovering it because the autopilot did a pretty shoddy job. Let's just shot the nose gear. GPU power. So yeah, if it had stabilized on the approach, it may have been because it was bad weather and the aircraft couldn't stabilize on the autopilot, and that's why it was pitching up. You know, the wind was too strong, and it interpreted the wind as being strong as the aircraft potentially sinking and being too slow. We had plenty of power in there. We were too slow at one point, and that was probably on this edge of a stall, and that would have been catastrophic because it would have resulted in a wing drop. So there's some piloting errors, and there's also some severe weather. As I say, if the Torxim had provided some charts and some references, we would know what the maximum crosswind in this aircraft is and what it's capable of. but we pushed it beyond its limits, I think, on that section of the flight. Anyway, good little route. We're going to continue momentarily. I won't drown you out. I won't kill your ears with that thing. We're sort of parked in space 4, I guess. Sort of parked at the side where all the cars are. But it looks cool, doesn't it? Very cool. So guys, the usual 5-minute break, and once again, Travel Boss, thank you. Let's just go and do the replay for the sake of it. Not expecting this to look too good though. Not at all. Look at how bad it is in the air, like flying. It's something else, guys, isn't it? Anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Gonna replay, and then we'll be 5 minutes breaking. Well guys, you saw it there. The water spray was insane, extremely windy, extremely wet conditions. It was actually a pretty good recovery in the end. So yeah, 5-minute break. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to part 2 of the flight. We're going to be continuing on now from East Midlands Airport, Echo Golf November X-ray, and going up to Echo Golf November Sierra in Ronaldsway Airport. Fingers crossed, if we're going to do an ILS, that the aircraft actually flies properly. I don't get the U-turn it did before, even though we were a couple of degrees off of the course we wanted to go to. So again, just more issues there for Talksim to do something with if they so choose to. But anyway, welcome back. We're going to continue now. I'm going to go on the network, which should hopefully have ATC available still. So let's get rid of the text. Should have a nice blank screen. And we know that the aircraft was condition worthy when we set off. However, for the second sector, the second leg, we still need to do some pre-flight checks. The nose cone here has the weather radar, by the way. It's usually be built into that. It's in the nose of every plane. And by the way, guys, you won't see aircraft operating theirs on the ground. I'm sure they do without telling people. But you don't want to be in this vicinity when it's on. Especially on the 737. That will fry your tested clay. Anyway, let's get the GPU on. So it's a bit of a process on this as well. It's nice and detailed though on the Hobart. If you don't know how to do it, stick the ignition 2 on and just hold engine start. Okay, so we're in the cockpit. Let's go ahead and mute the sound a little bit. Ah, interesting. So it doesn't mute the sound of the GPU, which is fine. Let's get our airport information here. So charts. Trying to remember where we are now. So we're in Echo Golf November X-ray, and we're going to November Sierra. I have quite a lot of flight plans here I need to get rid of. There it is. And of course you can confirm this is the Isle of Man, East Midlands, and the 17th of December. I had the departure time as 3:30. We're actually going to be pretty close to that, so if the flight's working out about 2 hours, which is what I kind of wanted it to be at, to be honest. Just over 2 hours. 3 hours is alright, but I think we keep it to 2.5 to 3. That's probably ideal. Dispatcher Tony Haley, pilot in command, or pilot, is Grantham. Block fuel, so how much did we had? £1,600 to depart. We've barely used any at all. Yeah, we've used a couple of £100 there, so we need a bit more for this one. We need 819, so we're going to stick in about £1,000 in each, which is probably too much. Again, I don't know how to convert it to kg to pounds unless you use an online converter, but if you're a pilot in the cockpit, you'd realistically be able to enter the fuel in kg, because obviously the fuel truck would be able to do it for you. Or you do it yourself as well. We're still a bit nose heavy. We need, on our departure today, we got, I think, probably 6 people. So 6, I'm actually going to get rid of the guy at the jump seat. There's nobody there anyway, there's nobody actually sat in it, and that balances out the weight and balance a little bit more as well. So 150, same thing on the cargo. We've got about 300, that's in pounds. If you are a professional converter of weights, and let me know what your numbers are actually, so that'd be great. Anyway, go back to the departure page. We've already got the QNH from the ATC, so it's 1008. It's actually saying 10110 on here. GPU's on, let's get a battery on. The aircraft jolted forward then. Strange. So the generator will be off because we're going for the GPU start, but the battery needs to stay on, which is not on the checklist. Our navigation lights are on. And we're going to hop outside and just close that cabinet thing. But now we've got our cargo. So we close the back door. The reason I've done that, guys, is that this airport, we've actually got somebody who's going to do the GPU unit for us. We've got a guy on the ground there, and he would have given them thumbs up if we were in a space. Let's get our avionics on. We're not going to be able to put a flight on it until we've started the plane engine, so we might as well wait. ATC still online.
Number 430 London, thank you. It is the Rinnis 1 November from...
We don't need that, we need the ATIS.
Transition level, flight level 5. Notices to air missions. Data link clearances are available. Parting aircraft make initial contact with London Control on 132.605.
We already have
Wind
that.
190 at 19. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Ceiling 1500 overcast. Temperature 9. Dew point 6. QNH 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie and advise aircraft type on first contact. East Midlands Airport information Charlie at time 1450 Zulu. Automatic. Runway 27 in use. Transition level. Flight level 75. Notices to air missions. Data link clearances are available. Departing aircraft make initial contact with London Control on 132.605. Wind 190 at 19. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Ceiling 1500. 730.
We give a clearance. When we get a clearance, we're going to have to say space for stand for, or even central apron.
0304 for the squawk.
Say central apron 7.
Easy 2921, report that passing level, climb flight level 290, direct red.
Technically, number 2's in front, 4, sorry, so why is it saying 7? That's number 4 there.
Speed of 11 Echo Golf, climb flight level 260.
Flight level 260, 11 Echo Golf.
Shuttle 9 Golf, descend flight level 150 when ready to be level by Soppit.
Descend level 150, level by Soppit, Shuttle 9 Golf.
Delta 37, monitor 1228, g'day.
Monitor 1228, Decimal 37.
North flight level 2118, descend flight level 80, level by
V speeds
Lambourne.
today will be V108. Let's see if that's going to be correct. So it is in fact correct.
Climb flight level 200.
108. 105. A little bit off, but it's mostly
Flight
correct.
79 Yankee, descend flight level 170, direct jack.
A little bit heavier as well.
170, direct jack, flight 79 Yankee.
Anyway,
Easy 873, own navigation direct Conan, climb flight level
the
290.
TNT 2 November departure to
Number 430, just check that squawk, 0373.
0373, Amber 40.
Shuttle 9 Golf, direct Bovingdon.
Direct Bovingdon, Shuttle 9 Golf.
Ryanair 4528, hello, squawk 0315, M1 Bravo for runway 15.
Squawk 0315, Channel 1 Bravo, Ryanair 452.
Mosquito 23 Alpha, report the passing level, fly heading 225,
Welcome aboard
descend
this
flight
citation
level
jet.
90.
We're delighted to have you with us on our flight.
Passing,
Please make
flight
yourself
level
comfortable and securely stow your personal items.
So heading
When you are ready, kindly fasten your seatbelt.
Correct, break
Thank
speed
you for
11
choosing
Echo
to
Golf,
fly with us
monitor
today.
1228, bye-bye.
Unicom, 11 Echo Golf, cheers, mate.
Flyer 79 Yankee, direct Jacko.
Direct Jacko, flight 79 Yankee.
Griffin 6 Tango Whiskey, just to confirm your own navigation direct to Redfern.
Sorry, probably must have that.
No worries, break speed 86 Lima Golf, climb flight level 230.
Step level 230,
Speedbird 474 on the heading, climb flight level 290.
172,
Easy 2921, direct Shugor.
Direct Sugar, easy 291.
North flight 2118, contact Heathrow 119730, good day.
19730, North fly 2118, thanks for that, bye bye.
Bye bye.
450 Zulu. Automatic. Runway 27 decision level. Flight level 75. Notices to air missions. Data link clearances are available. Departing aircraft make initial contact with London Control on 132.605. Wind 19 at 19. Visible kilometers or more. Ceiling 1500 overcast. Temperature 9. Dew point 6. QNH 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information Charlie and advance. Eyes aircraft type on first contact.
200 when ready.
When ready, flight level 200, just for Juliet.
Easy 873, monitor 1228, bye-bye.
128, Easy 873, bye-bye.
Easy
691 with you.
I've got a couple there. Easy 6 November Golf, hello, climb now, flight level 90, turn left, heading 040 degrees.
Turn left heading 040 degrees, climb flight level 090.
Emirates 9905, climb 350.
Climb 350, thanks, 9905.
Skipper 9 Golf Mike, London, hello, it's the Logan 2 Hotel for Heathrow, descend when you're ready, flight level 250 to be level Logan.
Skipper Logan 2 Hotel arrival, and when ready, set the flight level 250 to be level Logan for the speedbird 41.
Amber 430, descend flight level 140, route direct off Jez.
Flight level 140 and route direct number 430.
Direct to off Jez.
Direct to off Jez, number 430.
Ryanair 4528, Mach decimal 79 or greater.
Ryanair 79 or greater, Ryanair 450.
Flyer 79 Yankee, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90,
Flyer 61 Tango, route direct at Kev, and you can descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Let's try and get a call in here.
Speedbird 474, turn right, heading 080 degrees.
Really busy.
080, Speedbird 474. And Orange 609, if you're with me, hello, it's the Kidley 1 Golf for Gatwick, route direct to Kidley.
Yeah, we're with you. Kidley, expecting Kidley 1 Golf for Gatwick, Orange 609.
Thank you, break easy, 6 November Golf, climb flight level 150.
You see that, guys, the phone is spinning at different speeds there. It's speed up and slow down. It's realistic.
Channel X5 November Sierra, go ahead.
Channel X5 November Sierra, we're passing 170, flight level 190.
Channel X5 November Sierra, roger, just check your squawk for me, 7351.
7351, we were given 7363, sorry.
That's right, the system's just reset it. Break, Shuttle 9 Golf, correction, Shuttle 9 Juliet. Descend flight level 150, level Soppit.
Descend flight level 150, level Soppit, Shuttle 9 Juliet.
Speedbird 474, navigation direct Ratlow.
Navigation direct Ratlow, Speedbird 474.
Speedbird 86 Lima Golf, thanks for your patience, your own navigation Mavas.
Direct Mavas, Speedbird 86 Lima Golf, thank you.
And 86 Lima Golf, climb 370.
It seems impossible to get clearance because it's so busy.
Descend flight level 230.
This is just the reality, isn't it? Guys have been at busy airspace. This guy's doing a lot of work as well on the ATC.
London, I'm going up to Speedbird 309, flight level 180, going to Mal.
Speedbird 309, let me just find you. Oh, thank you, I'm happy now. It's the LSO 1 Hotel for Heathrow and route direct Biggin.
LSO 1 Hotel and direct Biggin for Speedbird 309.
Mosquito 23 Alpha on that heading, you're cleared to leave controlled airspace, ascending altitude 5,000 feet, and the closest QNH I've got for you is Shoreham, and that is 115.
Clearly control airspace, 5,000 feet at Shoreham 1015, Mosquito 23 Alpha.
Mosquito 23 Alpha, that's all correct. What service do you require outside?
The basic service first, Mosquito 23 Alpha.
Roger, basic service outside controlled airspace.
Thanks.
Easy 2921, turn left 10 degrees, report the heading.
Make sure our trim's in the right position.
Left 10 degrees, heading 0.
Good thing we've got the GPU, guys, that's why we're using it, so expecting the delay. We're already having the delay, we wouldn't use it.
Shuttle 9 Golf, descend, flight level 80, and contact Heathrow 119730, bye-bye.
Send flight level 80, Heathrow to 119730.
Fire 79 Yankee, right turn direct to at Kev, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Right turn direct at Kev, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1014, flight 79 Yankee.
Speedbird 77 Mike, London, hello, climb now, flight level 180, route direct Conan. 5 November Sierra, climb flight level 310, route direct Charlie Hotel Tango.
370 was it?
310.
310 and route direct Charlie Hotel Tango, Shanks, 5 November Sierra.
London Flora, good afternoon to you. Speedbird 404 with you, passing 5,000, climbing 7,000, max at 1 Foxtrot departure. Just to confirm, I think that was Speedbird 402, hello. You can climb now, flight number 170, direct Bognor. 130, direct Bognor, Speedbird 402. In Juliet, descend flight level 110.
Almost, I was going to go for it
Descend
then.
flight level 110, Cessna Juliet.
Speedbird 474, direct Redfern.
It seems like we might need dedicated to the ATC at the airport or something.
Griffin 6 Tango Whiskey,
Seems
monitor 122,
impossible, doesn't
decimal
it?
8, g'day.
It's great fun though. The controls like
Speedbird
the
86
size
Lima
of
Golf,
it.
monitor 1228, g'day.
128, previous Cessna, bye-bye.
Easy 2921, the speed 260 knots exactly.
He's got the whole of London down here, and he's also coming up to where we are.
Easy 6 November Golf, left heading 075, climb flight level 230. Left heading 075, climb level 230.
It's just the nature of
Easy
it.
6 November Golf.
Speedbird
402, climb flight level 290.
Comment.
290, Speedbird 402.
Nah, I'm not going to ask you to do
London
that.
from Easy 42 Whiskey, 4,000 feet, landball 6 Mike.
428 Whiskey London, thank you. You can climb now, flight level 70.
Climb level 70, Easy 428 Whiskey.
And before 30, descend flight level 110, route direct Koku.
110.
It's easy when you go clearance, because then it becomes like
Ryanair
just a basic
69 Hotel.
call, but clearance is the longest part about it.
Flyer 79 Yankee, you can route direct to Top Do, Tango Oscar Papa Delta Uniform.
Redirect to Top Do, 579 Yankee.
Flyer 61 Tango, descend 3,000 feet, cleared ILS, runway 27. Easy 428 Whiskey, fly heading 065, climb flight level 130.
So heading 065, then we'll climb 130, Easy 42 Whiskey.
Shuttle 9 Juliet, direct Bovingdon, descend flight level 80.
Direct Bovingdon, flight level 080, that's Shuttle 9 Juliet. London Control, good day. EGNX 1212, currently stands at request start 7 pushback.
It's 1212, roger, your push and start approved, QNH is 1013.
Approved, QNH 101, WX, EGNX 1212.
Scandinavian 1987.
Scandinavian 1987, good evening.
1987, hello, Squawk 0346, the Barmy 1 Hotel.
Barmy 1 Hotel 0346, Scandinavian 1987.
Speedbird 9 Golf Mike, descend, flight level 80, level Lambourne. Ryanair 69 Hotel. 69 Hotel, hello. The remainder of the Tebra 2 Golf, you can route direct to Timber, Tango, India Mike, Bravo Alpha, descend, flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90.
Affirm and direct to Timber.
Direct Timber, Ryanair 69 Hotel.
Vista Jet 269, hello, it's the Logan 2 Hotel for Heathrow, no delay. Atari 61 Papa London, hello to you. You can climb now, flight level 90.
Climb level 90, Atari 61 Papa.
Flight 1 Tango, runway 27, you are clear to land. The surface wind at City, it's just gone, stand by. The surface wind City, 210 degrees, 11 knots.
Ludo Kerman. Hello. Hope you don't mind the delay, everybody. This is a little bit uncomfortable for me as well. Let's try and get a call in.
4528, roger, you can descend
Force our
flight
way
level
into the queue here a little bit.
Flight level 220, right, 458.
November 525 Kilo Mike information. Charlie departure at stand 4 East Midlands Airport. Request I-5 departure clearance to Isle of Man.
5 Kilo Mike, roger, just a slight delay for that, just trying to hand over with the other London sector. I'll call you back. Break, Scandinavian 1987.
Okay, brilliant. So I thought there would be a wait. That's no problem. This is why we got the Jeep for you guys.
Qatari 61 Papa, contact London 129430.
Ah, there's a new ATC now, so 129.
Speedbird 77 Mike, flying flight level 290, level by Kona.
430, I'll hand off for the handoff thing.
469, investigation.
Orange 69, descend flight level 150.
We are running a little bit late now, it's half past, which was our expected departure.
Speedbird 402, contact London 129430.
Please tightly, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Speedbird 402.
Please help yourself to
309, London 129430.
129430, Speedbird 309.
Flyer 79 Yankee, London 129430, good day.
Yeah, new ATC's online.
129430, Flyer 79 Yankee, Quebec.
Amber 430, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Amber 430.
Easy 2921, thanks for your help. O navigation direct Redfar.
O navigation direct Redfar, easy 2921, thanks.
Speedbird 474, descend flight level 230, level by Redfar.
230 over Redfar, speed 474.
Easy 6 November Golf, own navigation direct Mabas, climb flight level 370.
Direct Mabas, climb flight level 370, navigation, easy 6 November Golf.
Speedbird 9 Golf Mike, contact Heathrow 119730.
This is on departure, guys, to the Trent DME. So tune that to nav 1.
Channel 5 November Sierra, contact London 129430.
There it is.
129,430, Channel 5
It's
November
appearing as
Sierra.
the blue line.
Easy 428 Whiskey, left turn 350 degrees.
Left turn 350 degrees, easy 428 Whiskey.
Speedbird 77 Mike, contact London 129430. Ryanair 69 Hotel, contact, let me see, let's go with Gatwick for me, 126.825. Ryanair 69 Hotel, call Gatwick 126.825.
Speedbird 41, confirm that.
421, descend flight number 140.
That's flight number 140, Speedbird 41.
Scandi 1987, descend flight number 160, level
Nice
by
to be on the
Sabre.
ATC when it's busy though.
What by Sabre, descend level 160, Scandi 1.
ATC for
Channel
now.
9 Juliet, contact Heathrow 119730.
I didn't think the delay would be this long though,
Orange
so
609, contact London 129.430.
we've dealt with it before.
129,430, 609, bye-bye.
Flight control, good officer, Speedbird 968, 6,000 feet.
Hope he's not forgot about the
Speedbird
clearance.
968 London, hello, climb now, flight level 1, make it flight level 80.
I'm flight level 80, Speedbird 968.
Easy 428 Whiskey, climb flight level 190 on the heading.
190 on the heading, easy 428 Whiskey.
Ryanair 69 Hotel, London. Scandinavian 1987, make your speed 270 knots, exactly.
Speed 270, exactly, your restrictions, Scandinavian 1987.
Speedbird 474, monitor 1228, good day.
Oh come on, he's got to give us clearance soon.
Speedbird 106, if you're with me, it's the Logan 2 Hotel, Heathrow, Squawk 0301.
London South, it should be covering the south for him, so he should be able to...
We'll call you back in less than 1 minute. Break VistaJet 269, speed 260 knots.
There we go, VistaJet.
Speed 260, VistaJet 269.
Amber 430, vectors for 25, left turn 185, descend flight level 90.
Left turn 185 and descend to flight level 90 on the front.
Easy 428 Whiskey, road navigation, Poton.
Alex 1212, stance to request taxi.
212, I'll call you back. Break, easy 428 Whiskey, O navigation, Poton.
O navigation to Poton, easy 428 Whiskey.
Easy, correction, Ryanair 5, even 4528, Ryanair 4528, descend flight level 140, there's no speed restriction.
Descend flight 140, Ryanair 450.
Correction, Honolulu. Sorry, I've got a couple there. Someone to Honolulu, second. That's Shuttle 3 Alpha, passive flight level 178, climb 190 inbound Honolulu. Shuttle 3 Alpha, thank you. You can route direct to Soppit, Honolulu to Hotel. Route direct Soppit,
I'll
Honolulu to
assume he's
Hotel.
still remembering our clearance, but he
Easy
might
428
not.
Whiskey, climb flight level 250.
I don't know when he says there's delay, I don't know what we're going to be waiting for here.
Easy 2921, you can
Obviously, the
descend flight level 230,
maybe
direct
has to check
Sugol.
the flight plan, as soon as they're on our actual flight plan.
Easy 6 November Golf, monitor 1228, good
Let's
day.
just wait a little bit longer.
12.8, good day, it's easy 6 Golf.
Speedbird 8, approaching speedbird 968, 070 degrees for the heading, climb flight level 150.
Center is heading, climb flight level 150, speed 968.
Speedbird 421, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100, speed 41.
Vista Jet 269, descend flight level 160, level by Sabre. 160, level by Sabre, Vista Jet 269. Scandi 1987, descend flight level 140.
Descending 140, Scandi 1987.
Easy 2921, monitor 1228, bye bye.
1228, easy 2921, thanks. Rudder control, Channel 1212, request taxi.
Channel 1212, I said I'll call you back, just stand by. I'm trying to hand over to another London and deal with all their aircraft, so just stand by, I will call you back.
He's got to call us all back. We're still waiting as well, I think. Yeah.
421 Heathrow 119730, good day.
And when he's transferred, he'll get back to us. I don't mind waiting, to be honest. I hope people watching don't mind either. It's a little bit of a difference, I guess.
London Control, good afternoon. Speedbird 106, super, descending flight level 250, log into hotel. Speedbird 106, thank you. Reduce speed 250 knots, squawk 0301.
Blimey, it has been 20 minutes as well.
0301, speed 250, Speedbird 106. Amber 430, on that track, you've got about 20 miles, descend to altitude 4, correction 5,000 feet.
I wonder why these oxygen masks aren't interactable though. They should have. You can't pick them up and plug them on, which would have been for the cost you would expect.
Taxi holding point Romeo 1, runway 22 via hotel.
Yeah, strange. They should have modelled these gas masks so they were interactable.
Repeat please.
Taxi holding point Romeo 1, runway 22 via taxiway hotel.
Taxi for interception Romeo 1 to runway 22 via taxiway hotel, Channel 1212.
Correct, break, Eurowings 9 Whiskey Romeo, thanks for your patience today. Runway 15 cleared for takeoff, the surface wind 190 degrees, 12 knots.
No worries, takeoff 15, you're on time, Mr. Romeo.
Have I got Aeropasca 1501 London? Or Romeo Papa Charlie 1501?
Please, God, give us a call back. Please.
1501, hello, it's the Elbos 1 Mike for Manchester, route direct Welling.
Definitely Christmas. It's definitely Christmas, everybody. Out on the packs.
Amber 430, descend 3,000 feet.
Everyone's going everywhere. Everyone's going home, everyone's going on
Speedbird
holiday.
968, own navigation Somber, climb flight level 370.
Navigation Somber, climb flight level 370, speed 968.
Scandinavian 1987, speed 250 knots, descend flight level 110.
Descending 110, speed 50, Scandinavian 1987.
Ryanair 54, correction 4528, route direct Grove. It's the ILS 15, descend flight level 120.
Red Golf, descend flight level 110 on there, 453.
November 525, Kilo Mike, I have your clearance.
November Kilo Mike, ready for clearance.
November Kilo Mike, thanks for your patience, buddy. You're cleared to Isle of Man. It's the Trent 2 November departure, squawk 4460.
No worries about the way. Clear to the Isle of Man by the TNT 2 November departure, squawk 4406. November Kilo Mike.
Just to check that, squawk 4460.
Roger, 4460 on squawk, November Kilo Mike.
Kilo Mike, that is all correct. Your discretion. Your start taxi approved. Report ready for departure, runway 27.
Roger, report ready for departure, runway 27, November Kilo Mike.
Vista Jet 269, speed 250 knots, descend flight level 150.
It's so good when we get that long wait and then you get the call and it's like Christmas.
Level 150.
You know, it's...
Speedbird 106, descend flight level 160, level by Sabre, confirm speed 250 knots.
4460. Let's go for an engine start, discussion on taxi and engines. So, Aviation start. give our ears a break. Yeah, the guy, this is one of the London controllers who I've dealt with many times before, and I have to say, this is one of the best London controllers you can have, guys, so I really applaud him, especially in the past when I've dealt with him. He's very, very friendly, and he always does a fantastic job. Not least because he's on at the busiest times possible. Anyway, let's go for a engine starts. The generators are off, the beacon light's coming on. Let's go for a right engine. There we go, so we have fan movement. We got the ITT spooling up here ever so slightly. Oil pressure and temperature should be rising. A little bit on the low side. Yeah, a little bit low on the temperature. As I say, guys, we will have to wait for the engines to warm up before we can depart, so we'll get them warmed up on taxi. Let's go for a left engine, wait for fan movement, and then introduce the fuel. There we go, fuel flow is good. So we'll be holding point out for one of runway 27, and then we'll be cleared to depart when we contact him. Any 8-way engines have come online, avionics, inverters.
Right, 5, 4528, flight heading 315 is the letter, and runway 15, flight level 110. That's right, 115, flight level 110, and 410. And the 430, there's no speed restrictions, runway 25, clear to land. The wind is 190 degrees, 11 knots.
Ground crew's disconnected the GPU. Let's get our generators on.
7 whiskey there potentially. Hello, it is the Nougat 2 hotel for Heathrow. Route direct Tobid. Deputy Hotel direct Tobid, Shuttle 7 whiskey. Speedbird 106, descend flight level 140. Descending flight level 140, speedbird 106.
Air conditioning on.
Jet 269, your speed to Heathrow 119730. Good day.
We need to get our flight plan into our system now because the EGNS needs to be on when the engines are on to get it to work.
Good day, sir. This is 177 Zulu, the Boeing 727-8 standing in Stansted and 51 Romeo Crest. Clear to Roma Timonchino with Charlie on board.
Ryanair 767 Zulu, thanks.
Flight directors.
To your destination of Rome is the Clacton 2 Echo departure, squawk 4227.
Navigation on the thing when we get to the runway. It is raining a little bit as well.
Departure and squawk 44277 Zulu.
That is all correct.
Thank you.
Euro 9 Whiskey Romeo, climb flight level 190.
3 left, 190, call, please.
And Blue X 905, just say again your stand number?
6 left.
Blue X 905, thanks, it clears the Cork, Nugbo 2, correction, Nugbo 1 Romeo departure, squawk 7302.
That's a while.
7302, Nugbo 1 Romeo for Blue Max 905.
Read that correct.
146.
Genex 1212, started ready for takeoff runway 22.
Genex 1212, roger, runway 22, clear takeoff, the surface wind is 90 degrees, 13 knots.
That's a recognisable DME.
Speed of 106, descend flight level 120.
And
Descending flight level 120, speed of 106.
Speed of 221, just to confirm your direct Sabre, Sierra Alpha Bravo Echo Romeo. Good chat. Break Ryanair 4528, you've got approximately 33 track miles. Descend to altitude 5,000 feet. Birmingham QNH 1008.
Altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1008, Ryanair 458.
Before we depart, please take a moment to
let's get going, guys. We're actually going to be time off.
Start is approved. The QNH
3:43 in the afternoon, 24.
the event of a loss of
Range 106,
Speed of 106, descend flight level 100.
Speedbird 106, descending flight level 100.
Speedbird 221.
exit. Keep it in mind that it may be behind you.
Speedbird 221.
Attention.
Here,
Flight
221, you need to maintain a listening watch, please. I've tried to call you a couple of times. Just confirm you are direct Sabre, Sierra, Alpha, Bravo, Echo, Romeo.
Confirm direct Sabre, speedboat 221.
Roger, break Eurowings, E9, Whiskey Romeo, your own navigation, direct Redford, climb flight level 330.
Oh, nav to Redford, climb level 330, during 9 Whiskey Romeo.
Did I make you an hour late?
Yeah, it's fine.
Whoops. Shuttle 3 Alpha, direct Bovington, descend flight level 80.
Yeah.
Direct Bovington, descend flight level 80, shuttle 3 Alpha.
At least he's not going direct to Cox.
Speed at 968, there's nothing further, monitor 1228, good day.
What's in this line? Thanks very much. Have a good evening. Speed at 968.
Shuttle 7 Whiskey, route direct socket, descend when you're ready, flight level 230.
Excellent, it's ready to send
Let's just check the information while we taxi. We have got discretion to taxi straight there, which means that we've got time to listen back to the ACE information. 122.
Number 430 located.
Number 430, thank you. You can taxi to stand 46. Good day.
Stand 46, number 430.
Decision level, flight level 75. Notices to air missions. Data link clearances are available. Departing aircraft make initial contact with London Control on 132.605. Wind 190 at 16. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light rain. Ceiling 1800 overcast. Temperature 9, dew point 6. QNH 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information Delta and advise aircraft type on first contact. This is East Midlands Airport information Delta at time 1520 Zulu. Automatic. Runway 27 in use. Transition level. Flight level 75. Notices to air missions. Data link clearance are available. Departing aircraft make initial contact with London.
Information has changed. That's important, everybody. It means when we
Shuttle 3 Alpha,
call him
contact
back,
Heathrow
we have the
119730.
correct information for departure.
11930, shuttle 3 Alpha, good day.
From here with 5 kilo, we're climbing 340 direct after.
25 kilo, London, hello, Mr. Logan, to hotel for Heathrow,
question,
score
Rudder.
0364.
Just give me a minute. I'll taxi to the runway and I'll give you my answer.
0364.
I'll give me a time to think about the answer. What does it compare to in terms of frame rate performance?
Scandia, I'll call you back, brake line at 4528, turn left heading 230 degrees,
one of
base
the
lane.
plane, but it's not very Anyway, I'll get back to you when we get to the whole
Scandinavian
point.
806, London, hello, climb now, flight level 80, fly heading 050 degrees.
Ensure that your seatbelt is secure.
8050 and command now for flight level 80, Scandia 806.
Eurowings 9 with disregard.
Channel 1212, report airport.
Just sit back, relax.
Channel 1212, thank you. The initial climb is 4,000 on the chart, so give me that one for next time for me. Climb now, flight level 90.
Let's check our charts as well, guys.
Climbing flight level 90 and sorry, Channel 1212.
No drama.
So it's given us a trend.
177 Zulu, request taxi.
767 Zulu, thank you. If you could just check your squawk for me, 4227.
3,000 feet and then 5,000, 6,000. Looks like 6,000 feet will be initial altitude. VOR is
Thank you, Andy. Now you can
11570.
taxi via Link Charlie,
So probably
Sierra,
the
hold
initial
Sierra 1.
Link Charlie, 0 to 01, hold Charlie, confirm.
Via Link Charlie, Sierra for Sierra 1.
Link Charlie to 001, hold point 22, 7676 Zulu.
Channel 1212, turn left heading 295, climb flight level 140. Ryanair 4528, left 185, cleared ILS 15.
Left 185, cleared ILS 15, Ryanair 453.
Speedbird 221, descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130, speedbird 221.
Channel 1212, heading 295, climb flight level 180.
Lapsing 2905 class, flight level 180, Tronex 1212.
Speedbird 25 Kilo, direct Logan.
Direct Logan, Speedbird 25 Kilo.
Right, 39 Lima Charlie, public flight level 170. 39 Lima Charlie, London, hello, squawk 0347.
Running lights, windshield heat on high, I think.
Avian 806, climb flight level 150.
Flight level 150, scan 806.
Easy 43 Romeo Tango.
So altitude 24,000. Anyway, so back to the frame rate. So on this one, this is the 4K Citation at 525. Let's just try and turn down the radio volume a little bit. I can't remember how I did it. Anyway, so
Shuttle 7 Whiskey
it's
to
the 4K
level
version.
150 level socket. Ryanair 4528.
Let's just go Unicom while we talk. So it's the 4K, not the 8K version. The 8K version is not. It didn't run on the. It did run, but then it caused problems with X-Plane. It required too many resources. But 4K is absolutely fine. So it's 4K textures, not 8K. I get about. So at the moment we're getting 60 to 70 on the GPU. Not much on the CPU, barely 40%. In frame rates, it usually peaks. It can peak around 60, but at the moment it's down to 40 FPS, which is not great. So I'd probably compare it to a 737. I know that's not exactly the same kind of plane, but in terms of frame rate, the performance is better optimized for the GPU and CPU, but it doesn't give you as many frames. So that's why I'm putting it into the same category as the 737. And when I say 737, I mean things like the Zebo mod and the level up 737 as well, which is actually more demanding on the system. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, so compared to the Zebo mod in terms of the frame rate, I can get 60 frames on this aircraft, but it just depends, as I say, where we are. When we're in the night time, when we're in over the water or something, it'll probably be more, and then we're on the land where at busy airports, it's probably going to be less. Let's keep that light on though. I quite like that warm light in the background. So I hope that answers your question. The Zebra Mod 737, I don't really use it anymore. The level up is much better, and they're probably going to continue to update it. I think, I can't remember who it is. It might be Airfoil Labs or something. Another developer is going to be bringing out a. Oh, look at that! Just found a switch. Yeah, Airfoil Labs apparently working on a 737 MAX for X-Plane 12, which I only just discovered as well. If you can run Zebo Boeing 737, I should be able to run it with the same amount of FPS. Pretty much. And you should be able to get 60 FPS in this Citation jet, a little bit more, but at the moment it's between 30 and it keeps jumping up to 50 a little bit, but between 35 and 45 I'd say. But again, it's max settings, it just depends on your computer. If you've got a less powerful computer, you might want to turn your settings down. Then again, I ran the Piper Arrow 3 at 8K textures with no problem, and that was also the same frame rate. It's just X-Plane is, it's a flight simulator. You're never going to have high frame rates in the first place. Let's get on with it, guys. We're ready to depart.
Kilo 172 Alpha London, thank you. Climb flight level 190, route direct to Finma.
Navigation switch armed.
Copy that, 190, Kilo 172 Alpha.
And 172 Alpha confirmed direct Finma as well. It is the Finma 1 Lima for Stansted.
Copy that, direct Finma for P-Line 172 Alpha and
Finma 1 Lima
a lot of people seem to have MacBooks for, well, nowadays compared to when I was younger.
And just to confirm, flight level 110.
Was like the sacred Pandora's box.
110 was Traffic Zulu.
Have a good day, Shuttle 2 November, I'm at Fox.
Shuttle 2 November, London, hello, climb now, flight level 140.
I'm now level 140, Shuttle 2 November.
Shuttle 7 Whiskey, descend flight level 90. Skyways 142.
We're going to go into the night time.
Good, 905,
This is fun,
you
isn't
can
it?
taxi Hotel Sierra, hold Sierra 1.
Hotel Sierra 1, Blue Box 905.
QNH 1008, okay.
London Control, good evening. This is EZ53 Indy Victor, passing flight level 116, climbing 190, direct Sandbar.
51 India Victor London, hello, sorry, 53 India Victor, hello, it's the Finma 1 Lima arrival for Stansted, route direct to Finma.
Copy that, Finma 1 Alpha, arrival direct to Finma for EZ53 India Victor.
Channel 1212, your own navigation direct Ribble. Shuttle 2 November, heading 005.
Heading 005 to November.
Channel 22 Yankee, descend flight level 160, flight heading 320 degrees.
Just to confirm, is that for 29 Yankee?
29 Yankee A firm, flight level 160, heading 320 degrees.
I call this the network,
160
Ludo.
and heading
This is the network.
320 degrees for 29 Yankee.
November 525 Kilo Mike, holding point Alpha runway 27, ready for departure.
Over 525 Kilo Mike, thanks, runway 27, clear takeoff. Surface winds 190 degrees, 16 knots.
Clear for departure, runway 127, November Kilo Mike.
Skyways 142,
27, yeah.
London.
Wind's actually pretty strong still, so let's see how the aircraft handles it on the departure. Hopefully no silly circles in the air again, and hopefully a smooth flight. I'm hoping the Isle of Man will be clear.
Ryanair Jersey 6 Echo Bravo, flight level 250, inbound across.
Altitude of TNT, the Trent is 6,000 feet.
Your squawk is 0335, it's the
Just
cross
lost
1
audio on
Bravo,
my
runway
ears.
15.
But the clear trade up to 24,000, I think.
Jersey 6 Echo Bravo.
Ryanair 767 Zulu, route direct Abtom, climb flight level 200.
107 on the V2 and 96.3 on the fan.
25 kilo,
So let's
descend
do
when
that
you're
again.
ready, flight level 160, level by Sabre.
160 level by Sabre, wind ready, speed up to 5 kilo.
905, fully ready.
905, thanks, runway 22, clear takeoff. The wind's 190 degrees, 13 knots.
And Peter first. Let's do it with the speed first,
Shuttle
and then
7
we'll add
Whiskey, descend
the...
flight level 80.
7 level 8.
And 7 Whiskey, Heathrow 119730, good day.
Takeoff thrust just about set. Speed is live.
Jack 66 kilo Mike, stand 54 Charlie, request push start.
60 knots.
66 kilo Mike, Roger 54 Charlie, push start is approved. Contact Ryanair, taxi to right to left behind. QNH 1008.
Push start approved, once the goes past behind, QNH 1008. Jack 66 kilo Mike.
Ryanair 39 Lima Charlie, call
V2,
London
positive right gear coming up.
129.430, good day.
129.430, Ryanair 39 Lima Charlie, see you.
Ryanair 767 Zulu, contact London 129.430, good day.
Vertical speed, flaps coming up.
430,
Ignition back to normal.
Bye-bye.
Turn to the Trent DMA.
Scores 142. Got a couple there, was that Blue Max 25 Golf calling?
Received.
25 Golf, hello, descend flight level 130.
Flight level 130, Blue Max 25 Golf.
Shuttle 2 November, road navigation Elbos for the Elbos 1 Mike at Manchester, climb flight level 180.
Autopilot is on, flaps up, landing lights off.
Channel 29 Yankee, descend flight level 120, your own navigation track Homily.
I'm going to stay the anti-ice on now, guys, because it's cold outside.
Beeline 172 Alpha, disregard. Skyways 142
Pressurise in the
London.
cabin normally.
Afternoon, Skyways 142. Skyways 142, hello, 6654 for the squawk, the Nugra 2 Hotel. 6654, Nugra 2 Hotel, which is Skyways 142.
We're following the blue on there to
Bravo, descend when ready, flight level 200.
Trent DMA.
So flight level 2, move to the 6 Bravo.
You're in time, Risky Romeo, nothing further, unfortunately, monitor 1228, okay?
128, see you later, you're in.
And now one, we can switch to the FMS.
905, report the passing altitude, maintain 4000 on reaching.
Okay, passing 3000 feet, maintain.
The FMS is going light off course though, so...
Alpha 565 London, hello to you.
No idea
when
why.
you're ready, flight level 200 to be level by Elbos.
Let's do direct to Trent on this.
Delta 1 Alpha November London, hello, direct to Logan for the Logan 2 hotel arrival.
There we go.
Logan for the Logan hotel arrival.
Speedbird 25 kilo, descend flight level 140.
140, speedbird 25 kilo.
Easy 43 Romeo Tango, monitor 122 decibel 8, good day.
I'm at 1800 feet and we'll put a little bit more power in. Let's give them a call.
50367 London, hello, climb now, flight level 180, the Elvos 1 Mike Manchester.
180, Manchester.
Skywave 142, descend now, flight level 150, be level by stop it if you can.
150 to stop it, Skywave 142.
Channix 1212, monitor 1228, bye bye.
Monitor 50122, decimal 8, duty by Channix 112.
It's 905, turn left, heading 265, climb now, flight level 80.
Climb now 80, I will turn left 265, Lewis 905.
Bournemouth 25 Golf, flight present heading, descend flight level 90, from there you've got about 35 track miles runway 22.
Flight present heading, descend flight level 90, Bournemouth 25 Golf.
Easy 53 India Victor, flight present heading, report the heading.
Copy, flight present heading for Easy 53 India Victor 149.
Thank you, brake Skyway 142, turn right 10 degrees, report the heading.
We'll have to keep climbing, guys, because the AC is busy.
Wonderful, thank you, brake Jersey 6 Echo Bravo, route direct chase, descend, flight level 150.
Descend flight level 150, Jersey 6 Echo Bravo.
I don't think it's practical to get the call clearance to climb. You probably will, though.
Eurowings 91 Echo London, hello to you. Fly heading 050 degrees, climb now, flight level 150.
Heading 050, climb 150, Eurowings 91
November 525 Kilo Mike 20 November departure, climbing 37,000 feet.
Sorry, there was two there. November 525 Kilo Mike, squawk mode Charlie.
Squawking Charlie, November Kilo Mike. I swear we put that on a takeoff, guys. Maybe I'm imagining things.
172 Alpha, requesting descent.
Blue Air 172 Alpha, roger, descend flight level 170.
Must be triple walls, it's so foggy up here. Like cabin pressure is increasing.
Flight level 250, level Logan.
Let's get our turbine sync on.
Easy 64 Juliet Charlie, call London 129430, good day. 1294330, Jersey 6 Echo Bravo, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Jersey 6 Echo Bravo.
On the control, good day. Easy 9003 at 4,000 feet in Honeycomb.
Easy 9003
Down to
London, hello,
Manchester
squawk
airspace
0350, and it's a Kidley 1 Golf at Gatwick.
Is that the aircraft from before, guys?
Bournemouth 28772 on this frequency, flight level 130.
It is getting severe now, guys. It's 40 knots almost on the crosswind. That's really, really bad. In the danger zone.
Channix 29 Yankee, descend flight level 100, reduce speed 250 knots or less.
Descend to flight level 100, reduce speed 250 or less, Channix 29 Yankee.
Bournemouth 25 Golf, turn right 060 degrees, that gives you about 29 track miles.
Whoa, what's that A380 doing?
Blimey. QNH 1013.
Did a U-turn.
Right, 060 degrees, descend to altitude 5.
I thought it might be better at the Ronaldsway airport, but the Isle of Man is probably going to be... Is it the Isle of Man?
All correct, brake Bournemouth 905, heading 245, climb flight level 160.
Yeah, Isle of Man. I hope it's not going to be bad, but it probably will be zero visibility.
Wheeline 172 Alpha, direct Barkway, descend flight level 150.
150, direct Bravo, Kilo Yankee.
It's Skyway 142, navigation Bovingdon.
I now Bovingdon, Skyway 142.
Easy 53 India Victor, direct Bombo, descend flight level 140, and make it 170.
Descend 170, direct Bombo, Easy 53 India Victor.
2 Jet 2, correction 772, hello, flying flight level 250, direct Lapra.
Direct Lapra, NQ climb 250 for 2, yeah, chance will do.
Zero 25 kilo, descend now, flight level 80, good rate of descent.
Flight level 80 now, speed up 25 kilo.
Easy 63 Bravo Zulu if you're with me, turn right, 075.
Turn right heading 075, easy 60 also.
European climb 1 Echo, navigation Redford, climb flight level 230.
These are the charts, guys, for the approach to runway 26. Come down at 3,000 again to
Jersey 6 Echo
2,000.
Bravo, flight present heading, descend, flight level 80.
And the IOM,
FedEx
which is here,
318, what's calling there, I'll send you a PDC with the clearance.
112.2.
Sorry, the station calling?
Key York 21 Romeo with you at 5150 for 170 Samba 1 Romeo.
Key York 21 Romeo, thank you. Fly heading 145, climb flight level 170 for the Honolulu 2 Hotel Heathrow.
145 for Honolulu 2 Hotel to Heathrow 2.
Easy 9003, you're heading 155, climb flight level 190.
Heading 155, climbing flight level 190, easy 9003.
And easy 63 Bravo Zulu, climb flight level 180.
There's the IOM, that's where we'll be flying to, so...
Under 1 Alpha November, descend now, flight level 160, be level by Sabre if you can.
Descend flight level 160, be level at Sabre, Lufthansa 1 Alpha November.
Bluemax 25 Golf, a right turn, heading 140.
Yeah, we'll fly there and then we'll do a right and turn to runway 226.
Right turn 140, Bluemax 25 Golf.
And then circle back.
Indy Victor approaching 170.
Thank you. Break easy 63 Bravo Zulu, left turn 030 degrees, climb flight level 240.
Right turn to... what was the degrees again? I'm sorry, 63 also.
Heading 030 degrees.
11115 for the ILS.
Turn right 030 degrees, so I'm climb to 240, easy 60 also.
Skies 142, descend flight level 80, level Bovingdon.
Clear now, guys, and it looks good for everybody. I won't call you guys anymore.
From there, you've got approximately 18 miles, descent altitude 5,000 feet. Report localizer established, runway 15, the QNH 1008.
75,000, QNH 1008. Report localizer
Manchester 118580, Easy 53 India Victor, descend flight level 130.
Descend 130 for us, Easy 53 India Victor.
We're barely getting 1,200 feet a minute.
119730.
119730, so we got 25 kilojoule.
Easy 53 Bravo Zulu, just to confirm that turn's not in the direction of the heading. If you can fly heading now 090
almost
degrees,
50
you've got
knot
traffic
headwind.
passing down your left side. Bluemax 25 Golf, descend 3000, turn right heading 185, cleared ILS, runway 22.
3000, 185, cleared ILS 22, Bluemax 25 Golf.
When we go past the Lussard, everybody, I'm going to just use the navigation one as the navigation, and we'll probably use ATC if they're available to give us
172 Alpha, descend flight level 80.
80, Milan 175.
Of course, we still have to choose the
905, your own navigation, Oxor, monitor 1228, bye-bye.
Intercom, navigation Oxor for Bluemax 905, mate, thanks, bye-bye.
Channel 29 Yankee, heading 355, descend flight level 80.
Heading 355, descend 8029 Yankee.
Jersey 6 Echo Bravo, right 190 degrees, descend 3000, cleared ILS 15.
Right 190 down to 3000, cleared ILS 15, Jersey 6 Echo Bravo.
Iberia 367, speed 240 knots.
Speed 240 knots, Iberia 367.
Bluemax 25 Golf, mid QNH 1012. Ryanair 8, standby. Virgin 422, you can climb now, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Virgin 422. Channel 66 Kilo Mike, request taxi.
66 Kilo Mike's, taxi Alpha 1, runway 15, report ready.
Taxi Alpha 1, we'll report when ready. Channel 66 Kilo Mike. London Easy 64 Juliet Charlie, flight level 340.
64 Juliet Charlie, London, thanks, direct Elbos.
Flight Delta 66
Lufthansa 1 Alpha November, descend flight level 90.
Request push start at Luton.
Sorry, we think we crossed there. Lufthansa 1 Alpha November, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Lufthansa 1.
We're outside of London airspace.
25 Golf, runway 22, clear to land. Surface wind is 190 degrees, 14 knots.
Too busy to pass us off, or we're near
Beeline
contact
172 Alpha,
Manchester
heading
instead.
080 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet for QNH 1012.
If we leave the frequency though, we're not going to be able to get.
Say again, sorry?
Heading 080 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1012.
080 heading and descend 5,000 feet, QNH 102, 4,000 feet, sorry. Midlands 172.
That's correct. Break easy 90030 navigation Kidley.
Direct Kidley, easy 9003.
And Kitty Hawk 21 Romeo, navigation, stop it.
Navigation, stop it, 21 Romeo.
Channel 29 Yoke, 24 miles, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Birmingham QNH.
He's very busy. He probably expects a lot of us to just pass ourselves off because we know what we're doing a lot of the time, so we don't give him that benefit of the doubt. We're in the airspace in Manchester, but Manchester Radar didn't actually contact us, so and we're the only people, almost the only people flying through it. Let's go ahead and call them. Manchester Radar, November 525 Kilo Mike, with you 20,000 feet.
Aircraft calling, call sign only.
November 525 Kilo Mike.
November 525 Kilo Mike, Manchester Radar, hello, what's your position?
Good evening, this is Aviation 37 at flight level 180.
November 525 Kilo Mike, we're at 20,000, climbing 24,000 feet, direct to Ronaldsway Airport.
November 525 Kilo Mike, Honeycomb 122.8.
122.8 November Kilo Mike. Okay, brilliant. Well, we contacted them and
Macclesfield South.
Full report 1 over Hilton, Macclesfield South, 845.
Shift to November, descent flight level 70, leave down heading 030 degrees.
That's very odd though, because usually when you transition, even if you're not going to the airport in Manchester, or if you're not going to the airport the radar deals with, you would usually contact them because you're transitioning their airspace, you're going through their well, you're not transitioning it, but you're going through their airspace, so you would expect to have contact. We're outside of London's control now anyway. We could stay tuned into that and maybe he might give us a clearance, but it's unlikely. Let's just stay tuned on London and see what happens, and then we'll switch to Honeycomb when we get to the Ronaldsway Airport.
30 view, Julian 194.23 right behind.
We are now departing 330, land up to 3 right behind, destroy the 831.
Flight 9 Mike Charlie, runway 23 right surface with 190 degrees, 10 knots, clear takeoff. Traffic information is a light aircraft departing to the south.
Clear takeoff, runway 23 right, caution, aircraft departing to the south, 3.9 Mike Charlie.
Shift to November, leave down heading 030 degrees.
We're struggling so badly to get up to 240. Hey, let's try 600 feet a minute.
Good evening. Aircraft calling, call sign only.
Switched over to Manchester by accident. It's been one of the days. I've really enjoyed this flight though, everybody. I've enjoyed these 2 short hops. They've been really fun to take on those little. But you get to deal with different traffic on different legs. And in our case, we didn't have ATC till we got to East Midlands Airport, where we had a pretty bizarre landing.
Scandinavian Kilo 473, hello, coming with you at 300.
Scandi Kilo 473, thanks, Barley 1 Hotel arrival, route direct to Logan.
Scandinavian Kilo 473, route direct to Logan, Barley 1 Hotel arrival.
Beeline 172 Alpha, turn right, heading 250, make it 260 degrees, and you're cleared ILS runway 22.
260 degrees and cleared ILS runway 22, rotating on the way established. Beeline 172.
Easy 63 Bravo Zulu, climb 370 direct Somva. Channel X29 Yankee, right turn 190 degrees.
Right turn 190 degrees, 29 Yankee.
Speed 42 Delta Bravo, direct to Soapit.
Binary impact, log on level 360.
Sorry, we crossed
2772, I guess please request a handoff to Eureka 122, that's right.
Copy, speed 42 Delta Bravo. Thank you. Eurowings 91 Echo, is that?
Confirm, flight level 330, requesting higher.
91 Echo, roger. For now, climb flight level 290, just got...
Anyway, Unicom guys, we're at Lucid now. We'll be in the next waypoint and then direct. We'll be using the navigation to the IOM for Ronaldsway Airport. When we get to Ronaldsway, I'm going to use nav because we can use that to navigate. And we can use heading mode and things. So, let's go direct to IOM. No, let's not. Let's proceed on course as planned, and then when we pick up, it seems to be picking it up now, the frequency, so actually we could switch to navigation 1, and as you can see it's maintaining pretty much the same course, which will allow us to change our course to the runway which is 226, has a course of 259. We're going to do it in the opposite direction. The reason will become clear, guys. Well, anyway, I'm glad to see people chatting and joining in with the stream. It's really good to see you all here. Welcome, of course. A few pilots, it seems, your profile pictures. I mean, you guys in the cockpits, which is cool. I hope you all like propeller aircraft, because in the new year there will be, we'll still do the private jets, but we're also going to do more propeller planes, and I'm hoping to get, I was looking into getting the, I think it's the PC-12, is it? So if anybody has experience with a Franda PC-12, I mean, I was told it was pretty good, and I was seeing the reviews and things, and the video streams, and apparently it's one of the better ones you can buy. But again, I wouldn't be too sure about it, because I haven't got it, so I have to take a chance and see if it's any good or not. Well, the PC-12 guys, that'd be great for smaller hops. Anyway, we're at 24,000 feet. I'm going to leave the throttles where they are for now and let the speed get up. If it goes beyond 240, we can probably reduce them a little bit. But we are dealing with a, you know, almost 80 knot headwind coming from the left hand side of us. And we've got one other aircraft there at Ronaldsway Airport. Well, feedback on that song is not needed. That was initially meant to be a bit of relaxing music, but it turned out to be the opposite of what Miles would have wanted. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little brief interval. We're not actually following the nav, so again we're in range of the IOM. If we select navigation, okay, navigation is selected. Now we're on course with the heading, so it should follow it. Before it was selected to it, but it was turning in the wrong direction, so it started to go. As you can see, it's probably going to turn down this airway here possibly and then to it, but that was too much. And look at our aircraft, guys. Whoa. It's basically being pushed around here by 80 knot winds, and I don't know how we're going to land with 80 knot winds. If you look at the surface wind, it's 21 knots. So that means we'll have to be 21 knots at above our landing altitude. In this case, our landing speed is 105, so we're going to have to add 20 and come in about 130. Yeah, about 130 on the landing. I mean, we're at full thrust now, and we're barely maintaining, what's that, 180 knots? You actually do get an accurate speed reading down here sometimes, but the winds are so strong that it can't even give us the reading. Then again, that's something going on there with the co-pilot side. The pilot side is about 180, 105, 185, and then co-pilot side, or the, not the co-pilots, but like the backup instruments are giving us 240, 250, so potentially a failure. Static ports number 1 error. Well, we'll keep it realistic, guys, so that means the I think the ports are frozen over basically. It's so cold outside. Minus 23. Got anti-ice on. What do we do in a situation like this? There is no way to get rid of it. I suppose we'll have to go down to a lower altitude and hope that these ports clear up. That could be a result of debris, it could be a result of ice. Either way, it's not good. I'm going to have to start descending. So, where are we in relation to our waypoint? We've gone past here yet? Oh no, we went off course magically. I don't even think he's going towards the IOM at the moment. So let's go back onto FMS and try and recover the approach a little bit. Since the navigation 1 system's not working, it doesn't seem to be following it. So what we're going to do is going to program the approach. There's no way to see this area, unfortunately. So arrival, runway 26. There's no star, but we have got ILS Delta. Runway 26 in that case, number 1 on there. And of course the IO on 1. So straight from the IOM to the runway. Okay, fair enough. A little bit confused on some of these. Let's get rid of the empty ones. It's got runway twice. Yeah, so we'll just continue down, and then it looks like we're going straight to centre fix. So it'll be a nice little U-turn. Don't know if you can see it there, guys, but we are going to turn around and. For some reason we've got 2 centre fixes. Anyway, we're going to descend, so let's go down to the altitude of the approach, so about 3,000 feet. In this case, we're going to go straight down to 2,000.
Traffic, Easy 7 Whiskey beginning taxi.
Okay, so some instructions there, not many. That's enough for us to get alerted of traffic, so 2,000 feet. Let's go for vertical speed. Let's see if the ILS approach will work this time. I have 5% on my phone, guys, which is how I read chat. So if it goes dead, I can't read chat. Anyway, the pilot's airspeed is working. It's still moving. The problem is it's giving us wrong indications. The pitot heat is on. We'll have to wait and see if it gets cleared up. For now, though, we're going to be using this speed thing on the right, so this one's probably going to be a lot lower than it actually is. Let's set our altitude. So we're going to go for a glide on the descent. Set altitude down to just 0 feet, basically. Descend rapidly. Strobes are coming back on, although we might need them off through the clouds. No, we're not going to make that turn. We're not going to make the landing. So let's go for a heading mode, and we'll go in the opposite direction, and we'll just extend it, and then we'll come back round for the final fix, runway 26.
Douglas traffic, Easy 7 Whiskey crossing runway 21.
I'm not sure what traffic he said. It's Ronaldsway Airport, but maybe he said something else. Maybe they say I got aircraft going there as well. Alright. Fingers crossed it's going to do it something. We'll click nav 1 in preparation. Set our course to the correct one. So 259. Fingers crossed. Snowing, everybody. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
We're beginning our descent. Please return to your seat and ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Stow any loose items and make sure your seat is in the upright position. We'll be landing shortly. We appreciate your cooperation.
Approach flaps nice and early. Landing lights on. As you can see, guys, the speed over there is about 180, so it's looking like it's about 40 knots. Incorrect on this one. We'll just keep that in mind for when we land, so in case we don't want to look over to this side for whatever reason. We could always switch to the co-pilot's view, so we could always change seats and go over here. I'm sure pilots do that.
Douglas traffic, Easy 7 Whiskey, taking off runway 26.
Right, we're going to turn around and hope we get descended in time. We descended at 2,500 feet a minute, as quickly as we can go safely. Let's turn onto our final course at 259, and we'll activate the ILS approach switch when we get a little bit closer. And again, it might not work. I'm not hopeful that it will, to be honest. Let's put the frequency in, 115. So it's picking up on the glide slope, but whether or not it's actually going to do it. And of course, we'll set the head into correct course as well on this, so we can get on the backup instruments. So 259. And now we're contending with 56 knots headwind. At least we're getting out of the clouds a little bit. Please God, bring this wind down. We cannot land with 60 knot winds. It's probably going to be around 20, but I think it will gust all over the place as it did at East Midlands. It's got to 3 hours now, everybody. I think the delay we had at the East Midlands with departures caused it to be so long. We were actually about an hour and a half in, and then we had a 20 to 30 minute wait, didn't we, for the clearance and departure clearance, etc. So yeah, and now we're running at 3 hours. I think without that delay we probably would have been able to do these 2 legs in about 2.5 hours. Anyway, we're going to put nav mode on, and you know, maybe we will or won't intercept the heading for the runway and the ILS. We need to be down at the correct altitude. We need to be on the correct course as well. So we're going to come across here and then hopefully we'll intercept it. Fingers crossed. Ronaldsway traffic, November 525, Kilo Mike, descending 2,000 feet for the ILS, runway 26. It's going to be so useful to have that weather radar. As I say, other developers have added it to their aircraft already, and they really need to get this done ASAP if they want to stay competitive, because at the moment it's not providing any use at all, and it probably would be very useful for both the terrain and the weather at the moment, and to see our flight path, etc. So on here we've got the nav selected, the glide slope. Still not on the glide slope just yet though. 1,000 feet to go. Speed brake is retracted, the landing lights are on. Since we're in severe weather, the it's 13 degrees, but I'm going to leave the anti-ice on. Ignition's actually already on because of the anti-ice, but let's go ahead and stick it on nice and early. Pitos, so everything is good. The signal sign is on.
We're beginning. Welcome to your destination.
So there is no button there for prepare for landing, there's just the welcome to the destination. That's great. Zero visibility, so I'm coming down, correct altitude. Fingers crossed we can see something. I knew it would be zero visibility. Windshield is going to high bleed. Winds are about 40, so they're even more than I expected. That's terrible, terrible things, isn't it? 8.7 nautical miles. Let's pray to God we can do it. We're going to keep using the X-plane map. That's how I've done it in the past when I haven't been able to see anything and we haven't got a radar. Plus we don't know the system's going to work or not. I feel like we're taking too many gambles on this. It should be able to activate it and it should be able to work, but obviously it doesn't a lot of the times. Landing speed 105, so we'll keep that in mind. Ah, okay, so now we're lower down, guys. The speed is in fact matched on both sides. It's still saying there's a static 1 port error, but it's about the same on both sides now. Brilliant. So we can try and keep it there using the second one. Let's go full flaps and gear. I'm going to start a slow descent. As we prepare to capture the glide slope. Pressing nav button, nothing is working, just the heading mode for now. I'm going to turn towards what I think is the runway. I don't think we're going to make it, honestly. I really don't. So let's descend a little bit quicker and try and get through these clouds. It means we're going to be a little bit lower, but that's fine. Can't see a thing. I think, is it a go around? Is it a balls up approach? Okay, we're at 800 feet. Still zero visibility. This is absolutely awful. I mean, I didn't expect this when I set off today from Bournemouth Airport to be flying into. Yeah, from that distance, can't see a single thing. And we almost crashed. Oh my goodness. Oh, hang on. It's at the airport, everybody. I'm just taking control because this thing ain't going to fly this approach. We were well off. Can't see a thing. We were well off. Zero visibility. We're going to come in at an angle again. I think these angles are pretty good though. You get straight into the wind. As you can see there, 25 knots. Zero visibility. There we go. I'm going to circle round. I'm going to do a right and turn onto final. Ronaldsway traffic November 55 Kilo Mike short final runway 26. There we go, there's the puppy lights. Let's keep our power setting high. I'm really struggling here to overcome some of this wind. Awful conditions. Okay, we're about down. That was a rough landing. Full right rudder with full left aileron into that wind. We're at the end of the runway. No! Oh my god. Awful. I do not recommend flying this aircraft in this kind of weather. It just seems completely incapable. We use the entirety of runway 26. It's not the biggest runway in the world. I didn't even realise it was that small. Blimey. And we practically got to the end of it. Anyway, ignition coming off. What an insane, another insane landing. I was hoping it was going to be nice and smooth, but came out pretty awful.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we've come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. We're glad you chose to fly with us. Thank you and have a great day.
Yes, and sorry about the broken bones. Anyway, so let's keep the window heats on, the pitot coming off, get our anti-collision lights off, and we'll put the transponder down here into ground mode. Oh, we did just survive, everybody, just about. As I say, a few sore necks there and a few sore bones. Whoa, retract the speed brakes, retract the flaps to approach setting, and we'll taxi to parking. But look at this. Lesson learned that the aircraft just isn't capable of doing it. We did it and it didn't crash, but we were really out of our depths there in terms of performance. It's not a suitable plane. It didn't lock onto the ILS at East Midlands or here, so if you have those issues, and I know people do, then you're not alone. There definitely are issues in here, I'm not denying it. Cool, so down on the ground, guys, let's see what's going on at this airport in terms of parking. Got off at Alpha, which is right at the end. It's taxiway Lima. There's the threshold for the old post-runway hold point. So we've got parking area Victor, which looks pretty quiet just off of Lima. Seems like most of the helicopters though, and there are a few private jets. Let's continue down, we'll continue Lima, and then we'll go Bravo 2 to the West Apron, I think. Yeah, let's do that. West Apron Bravo. Taxi lights on. We depressurised nicely. Turn the temperatures off now. Thanks, Trouble Buff. I really appreciate it. That was a really bad approach, but I think, yeah, at the end there, I'm just about pulling it back, but I don't recommend doing it in this kind of weather like I have either. I've made a mistake. Well, not a mistake, but you know what I mean. I've chosen the day to fly when it's not the best suitable weather for it. So next time I'll do some more looking into the weather forecasts, because we've got hail, we've got rain, we've got snow here. Again, not a mistake. There's no mistake made. It's just that you probably wouldn't fly this kind of weather in this kind of plane realistically. We are bordering on a hurricane, I think. That's kind of what it feels like. We're bordering on a massive storm again. Anyway, Bravo 2 parking. Let's go down here. We've got a few spaces, and of course we're a private jet, so we got a little bit of discretion in where we park. It would technically be outside of the terminal, but I'm completely tired after that. So it's going to be right here. And also, just to note, the brakes are extremely ineffective on a wet runway. Just keep that in mind if you are going to fly this plane in the future. Transponders are coming off. Completely optional if you want to turn them off, guys. You can leave them on. You can also turn the radio stacks off if you want, and all the nav comms. I'll have to practice again with that, because it has been working offline on the ILS stuff, but online it just seems, as I say, incapable of capturing it. And we forgot to turn the engine sync off. So, engines are coming off. Let's get the control lock on. Spill signs off, the gyros, the air conditioning, the bleed airs on the windows, beacons and nav lights. I think that's everything, isn't it? And battery power. Oh, dramatic, 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 dramatic. I may make a short out of that, or a short video or something, and just put both of those landings in it, because that was insane. Absolutely insane. Looked great on the inside from the cockpit, but it felt hard on the controls. Really hard. Okay, let's look. Let's secure the aircraft. It's not hot enough, I don't think, for it to worry about burning that. Now we'll chock up the wheels and we'll stick the pieces sides. Yeah, so in the future, if we're going to fly in that kind of weather, I'll pick a stronger plane. The Citation X can probably handle that a lot better. The Citation Jet 525, I know people call it a slowtation. To be fair, it's not that slow. It's just that when you come against weather like that, it can certainly feel it. Thank you so much for being here. Stick around for the replay, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. I'll try and keep them short next time. Like I say, we had a delay and we had severe weather, but thank you so much for joining me. It's been great to see some newcomers and of course regulars. Travel Buff, thank you. You need to yes, Caribbean island hopping, and I don't want to give away any spoilers, but as I say, the new year will bring a new aircraft. I'm actually waiting out to New Year to show you a new plane, which is perfect, absolutely perfect for island hopping. And I plan to do a few more routes there in Peru as well, from Chargol Airport. So if anybody's looking for Chargol Airport, and for the new year we're looking forward to, of course, the new island hopper plane and a small plane, then stick around for that. But anyway, yeah guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to put the replay on and then I'll sign off, but thank you so much. Take care.